1979, Phil Simms. 0-5 versus the 5-0 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They go to Simms. He gets the victory. And it happened here again today. Come back, wrap it up. Chargers fall to 3-1 on the season. And we'll break it all down as they lose 21-8.
And then seize the opportunity to converge on them to the tune like last week against the Detroit Lions. 7 sacks. Just a page out of that book. So I feel like you got to contain Lamar.
Yeah, that was the highest of his career, getting sacked 7 times. And then their play calling in the second half, they're middle of the pack in runs called. In the first half, they're top 3 in the NFL in calling runs. So if they call those runs, what do? You
got to rally tackle. I want to see multiple red helmets on the football, whether it's Lamar Jackson carrying it, whether it's after Justice Hill catches it, or most importantly, Derrick Henry running the football. A lot has been made because of his 2 fumbles in the last 2 games, 3 fumbles in the last 3 games, that he is a casualty.
Air traffic controllers guide tens of thousands of flights every day, getting passengers and cargo to their destination safely. Aviation professionals always answer the call, but they can't do it alone. We must invest in modern equipment.
You got to hit him because he can make you pay. He's got a lethal stiff arm, and if you allow that speed, that size to get out on the perimeter, it's going to be a long day for our Chiefs. So, yes, go for the football, but make sure there's at least 2 guys bringing him down while the third guy comes in to try to punch the ball away.
I just have a feeling he's going to sew the football to the ventricles of his heart today. He ain't going to fumble 4 straight games. But the Chiefs have forced 5 turnovers from Lamar Jackson in 6 games. We come back. We will get the field report, the coin toss, and start this game that feels like a playoff game in September. Chiefs, Ravens from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium next on the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
It's the game of the week in the AFC. The Ravens and Chiefs is coming up next.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
At Siteman Cancer Center, we know that being diagnosed with cancer can feel devastating. It's natural to hurry and accept the first treatment plan, but you have time to look at all of your options. Time for a second opinion, a Siteman opinion. See how nationally recognized Washington University physicians can create a custom treatment plan just for you, based on groundbreaking research and advanced technology. Siteman Cancer Center, powered by Washington University physicians and BJC Healthcare. Call 1-800-600-3606 for a Siteman opinion.
For years, everyone thought Verizon had the best network, because they did. But now the best mobile network in the U.S. is T-Mobile. T-Mobile's network has the most advanced 5G, with more towers, and their signal reaches further than ever. So you can text and Insta-talk and say, "You won't believe where I am."
T-Mobile has the best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025. See T-Mobile.com/network.
Looking to further your education without breaking the bank? Enroll today at Oklahoma City Community College, the most cost-effective college in Oklahoma. OCCC is the 4th largest institution of higher education in the state, offering over 85 academic programs and more than 50 micro-programs designed to fit your needs, including sociology, biology, accounting, cyber information security, and so much more. Whether you're pursuing a degree or looking to gain specialized skills quickly, OCCC has a path to success for you. Visit www.occc.edu to learn more and call 405-682-1611 to take the first step towards your future today.
Kohl's Cash is turning 20, and to celebrate, Kohl's is giving you the gifts. All month, you can enter our sweepstakes for a chance to win $200 Kohl's Cash. Plus, get epic deals on cozy favorites, home must-haves, and more right now. Yep, we were going to throw a party, but this is better. Cue the confetti and the savings at Kohl's. Offer in September 28th. Select styles. Some exclusions apply. Sweepstakes ends September 30th, 2025. No purchase necessary. 20 winners per day. Limit 1 prize per person for entire sweepstakes. See Kohls.com for official rules and details.
Warm day here. Let's pick up now the national anthem as Ricardo Moreno will be singing our national anthem today as the Chiefs get ready to play the Ravens in a big showdown game. And again, the big news so far, the Chargers lost to the New York Giants.
Ah! must fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallant, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, they proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
Outstanding rendition of the national anthem by Ricardo Moreno. And a flyover as well as the Chiefs get ready to play the Ravens on a day that feels like the second week in St. Joseph at training camp more than the last weekend in September. These two teams, both 1 and 2, in unaccustomed position after 3 weeks. But these two quarterbacks, who again became the QB1 of their respective franchises, Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes, in the same season. In fact, there was an early game. Remember the no-look pass by Mahomes in that game. But both of these quarterbacks have been spectacular since then, two of the best in NFL history, obviously. The captains representing the offense today for the Chiefs will be dressed in their red jerseys, the red helmet with the arrowhead on the side, the interlocking KC. Juju Smith-Schuster, who has been really good early this season, doing what Juju can do best. He'll represent the offense, while George Karlaftis will represent the defense, and then Shamari Connor will represent both special teams and the defense. Karlaftis and Connor, well, they got big jobs today against Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, and I think the best surrounding cast Lamar Jackson has really ever had in his time as QB1 of the Ravens.
Absolutely, and his numbers show it. I mean, he has been outstanding with the football, has not been a product of a turnover yet, whether fumbling the ball or throwing an interception. 9 touchdowns through the air, 1 on the ground, averaging 7.9 yards per carry with his legs. So, yeah, he's got an assortment of guys that can make plays offensively. 37 points per game they've produced offensively. So we're going to have our hands full defense.
Clay Martin, the old basketball coach from Tulsa, is going to be our white hat today.
Good afternoon, captains. Welcome to week 4. It's an honor for our crew to work for you today. This is our coin, heads and tails. Heads and tails. It's your call. Tails is the call. It is heads. They're going to defer. You want the football. Which way are we going to kick? Go ahead and turn your backs, please.
So the Ravens will have the football first. The Chiefs won the toss and defer their choice to the second half. The coin toss brought to you by Baker University, Kansas' first university developing leaders for more than 165 years. Baker graduates earn the highest salaries in the state and build successful careers along the heartland. With flexible online and in-person programs, Baker helps students take the next step in their careers. Learn more at bakeru.edu. And now let's go down to the sideline, and here's Josh Klingler. Plenty warm down there today.
Yeah, 87 degrees, the real feel at 91, barely a breeze, southwest at 3 miles an hour. It's a warm one for the end of September. The Chiefs sidelines does have the cooling seats and the fans running, so nice and cool down here on the sidelines, at least by the bench. Was keeping an eye, guys, on Chris Jones. Saw him come into the building. He had a death in the family. His aunt had passed away. He was away at a funeral service and came in just about a half hour ago. I saw him just a couple of minutes before 3 o'clock heading to the Chiefs locker room, and then came out on the field for the opening introductions. Was fired up as usual, but he's been taking the last few minutes sitting on the bench in kind of a quiet get ready for this game. We know he's a highly emotional player, but person as well. So dealing with a lot today, coming in off the funeral on a game day. But Chris Jones here in uniform, ready to go here this afternoon.
The opening kickoff by Harrison Butker, going left to right, is brought to you by the University courtesy of Kansas Health System, the official healthcare provider of the Chiefs, providing excellent care for Chiefs Kingdom. Learn more at kansashealthsystem.com/Chiefs. One of the kick returners for the Ravens is Rasheen Ali, second year out of Marshall. His sister works for the Chiefs. She's the second photographer behind Steve Sanders, or a part of his photography crew. She's awesome, Bree Ali, but we've had her on lockdown all week, not giving out any government secrets. And Justice Hill, who's really playing good football in his 7th year out of Oklahoma State. He went to Booker T. Washington High School in Tulsa, not the school where Clay Martin was basketball coach or AD, but Booker T. Washington famous. They have produced 10 different NFL players, including the Locketts. Kevin Lockett went to Booker T. Washington, so did Tyler Lockett. So the Ravens have the white jersey tops, purple pants, and they will have that Raven helmet ever since the old Cleveland Browns moved to Baltimore and became the Ravens, and the purple and black. Gigantic game. 2 1-2 teams who need this one, and Butker kicks it away. He will kick it toward Justice Hill, who takes it at the 5. Numbers boundary. Between that, he tries darts left side and gets hit at the 30-yard line. And well played downfield, as it was Robert Tunyon, the veteran tight end, who made the stop. All right, defensive starters, big day for them. Brought to you by Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2. Building the future of our town, our teams. Learn more at sheetmetal2.org. As Josh mentioned, the death in the family for Chris Jones. He'll start inside along with Derek Nottie. Left defensive end, Ashton Gelati gets the start. The rookie. Right defensive end, George Karlaftis. Drew Tranquil in the base defense. Outside right, outside left, Leo Chanel. In the middle, Nick Bolton. The left corner will be Trent McDuffie. Right corner, Jalen Watson, Brian Cook, and Jared Hicks are the safeties. Lamar Jackson will have Henry in the backfield. Quick pass to the right side. Caught and stumbling Mark Andrews, the Pro Bowl All-Pro tight end, who gets a gain of 5 on a quick throw to the right side, and Andrews lost his footing without being touched.
Looks like the Chiefs trying to start this game fast. Comes with a blitz from the short side of the field. Chris Jones actually adjusted his alignment there so he could hear the audible from Lamar Jackson, trying to store some information for maybe later in the game to use against him.
Justice Hill in at running back, not Derrick Henry this time. Normally the third down back on 2nd and 5. Ravens ball at their own 35 on the far hash. Jackson in no hurry to snap it. Standing upright, takes the snap at his face mask, starts a quick throw to Andrews. Second catch, this one for 6 and a first down. So they back up 5-6. Nick Bolton was there, but Andrews, who is a staple in this offense, 3-time Pro Bowler with the catch and a Raven first down.
Is definitely a favorite target of Lamar Jackson, and what they're trying to do is get the ball quickly out of Lamar's hands, take advantage of the zone coverage employed by the Chiefs.
Just underway, double tight ends again. Isaiah Likely playing for the first time this year. He was the toenail catch, incomplete last year. Handoff, it goes to Derrick Henry right up the middle, only one man to beat. He gets chased down from behind. Connor slowed him down, allowed Cook to catch up with him, but another double-digit run for running back Derrick Henry of 14 yards. The Ravens came into the week leading the league in double-digit runs.
They had 8 men in the box and guys just getting stuck on their blocks. Chris Jones at the point of attack couldn't shed his blocker quick enough to affect Derrick Henry at the line of scrimmage. That's a touchdown-saving tackle from Brian Cook.
All advanced to the Kansas City 44. Ravens on the move, not even 2 minutes into the game. Straight I formation, Lamar Jackson under center. The old pro I set here, but it's going to be a play-action pass, and Jackson ready to unload it. He unloads it late, and the pass is caught at the 23-yard line. Hanging onto the ball, Zay Flowers. He gets whacked from behind, but it's a gain of 21 yards. So now the Ravens are just dialing up 3 consecutive double-digit plays.
And Chris Jones, 1 step away from a sack there. Got a big hit on Lamar Jackson, but you give him that much time, there's going to find an opportunity in between the zone, and that's what Zay Flowers is able to do on the crossing route.
Audie runs into the game now to try to clog up the middle. 1st and 10 Ravens at the Kansas City 23-yard line. Henry stays in the game. Short side back. He'll get it on a play on the right guard. The Chiefs defend it this time. Short gain of the 21, just a gain of 2 yards. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Your home for live and local high school sports. OKC Sports Radio, KINB 105.3 FM, HD1. Kingfisher, Oklahoma City. Every broadcasting
Second and 8, Baltimore at the Kansas City 21. 11:49 to go first quarter. Back to the shotgun is Jackson. High snap, pulls it down, and dumps it over the middle and finds Derrick Henry leaking out of the backfield. Short of a first down, but he does gain 5. Drew Tranquill was tracking him.
Yeah, just his third catch of the season for Derrick Henry. Not known for catching the ball out of the backfield. Lamar Jackson has spread the ball around this entire offense in the 3 games.
I think it's 4-down territory for the Ravens. They got 3rd and 2 at the Kansas City 15. 11:11 left to go first quarter. Empty backfield momentarily. Now they bring Justice Hill in motion. They get him on the run. And a handoff behind left guard. And he powers for a first down. She's had a hit on him initially. And then he gets to the 12-yard line and picks up 3 yards, needing 2, and a new set of downs. Leo Chanel was there. Interesting because they brought him in motion. Usually they'll reset. That time they kept him moving.
Yeah, kept him off guard. They're trying to catch our defense off guard, not allowing us to make the necessary adjustments. And Leo Chanel just gets driven backwards at low center of gravity from Justice Hill at 5'10", gets the first down.
Ravens inexplicably are 17th in the league in red zone touchdown percentage, and they've scored 111 points. They go to a flip bone look here. Jackson is surrounded by 3 of his teammates on 1st and 10 at the Chief 12. They fake it to Henry. RPO play trying to go wide, and Jackson is nailed by Shamari Connor. Shamari Connor reading it all the way. They'll give him a gain of 1, but really well played on a nice fake by Lamar Jackson.
That's an outstanding job by Shamari Connor, and what he does best here, Mitch, is keep his outside shoulder free. Take on the blocker. It's a bigger blocker in Mark Andrews, 6'5", 250 against Shamari Connor. As long as you keep that outside arm free, you're able to string the runner along to the sideline, make the tackle. Huge play.
2nd and 9, Ravens at the 11-yard line. Justice Hill is now the running back. Jackson will go under center. He's got Zay Flowers to the right along with Bateman. Now here comes Flowers sprinting in motion behind Jackson. Play action fake. They're going to run a middle screen. Hill at the 5, angling right. Touchdown Ravens. Excellent play call. An 11-yard touchdown screen from Lamar Jackson to Justice Hill. And the Ravens, like they have done in the first 3 weeks, waste no time to get into the end zone, and the Ravens lead 6-0.
Yeah, just a perfectly timed play there. Great play call, just a little pocket screen. Just gets touched by one Chief on his way to the end zone.
The new kicker is Tyler Loop. He's a rookie out of Arizona. Remember, Justin Tucker did it for years for these guys. And they went ahead and moved on. And Jordan Stout, the punter, will hold. Nick Moore, 4 years with the Boston Red Sox in the minor league system, will snap it. And the Ravens have the PAT to go with the touchdown. So Baltimore wastes no time. In fact, 5.5 minutes or so, and they lead the Chiefs 7-0. Chiefs will get the ball for the first time.
Vacation? Depends on who you ask. Are you looking to get away or bring everyone together? Do you want to get outside and play or see a play at the plate? Fortunately, however you operate, I'm the destination you've been looking for. The name's Missouri, but you can call me Mo. And I have just one question. What's your MO? Come see me at visitmo.com.
For over 86 years, GEHA has offered medical and dental benefits designed to meet the unique needs of federal employees and retirees, military retirees and their families. With over 2 million members and growing, GEHA continues to serve those members and families who serve all of us every day. GEHA, your friend in federal since 1937, and the proud partner of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Chiefs Kingdom, game day is more than football. It's a tradition. And for over 175 years, more
as they go 70 yards for a touchdown drive and lead the Chiefs 7-0. 9:35 to play in the opening quarter. Jerry Sandusky with you, along with former Ravens great wide receiver Torrey Smith. And Torrey, that is about as perfect an opening drive as you can ask for.
Yeah, that right there is a drive that was an example for everyone across the league. Saw a little bit of everything. Typically at the beginning of the game, you'll see the best that any team has to offer, and it was straight scheme.
Nico Remigio will take the opening kick. He brings it across the 10, near side 20, 25, 30. And he is taken off his feet at the 32-yard line. So let's set that Ravens starting defense And up front, it's not what you're used to seeing, to say the very least, as the Ravens will have Brent Urban along with John Jenkins. We believe it's going to be C.J. Okoye up front as well. On the edge, Adafe Owe and Tavius Robinson. The linebackers, Roquan Smith and Teddy Buchanan. The corners, Marlon Humphrey, Nate Wiggins, and Cheeto Awuzie. Kyle Hamilton and Malachi Starks at safety. On first down, Patrick Mahomes, swing pass outside the numbers for no gain, as the Ravens with great pursuit and a late flag thrown after Hollywood Brown was thrown out of bounds by Marlon Humphrey. Clay Martin with a call.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 44, grab the helmet opening of the runner. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Yeah, that's a tough call there. Marlon Humphrey did a great job running over top, and he grabbed the back of his helmet. I guess a little grazed there in the front. Didn't really have anything to do with the tackle, but you understand trying to protect the player.
And you now see the Chiefs with a 1st and 10 at their 47-yard line. Ravens with a 4-man front, 2 deep safeties. Patrick Mahomes will hand it off, and no gain for Isaiah Pacheco, who is stuffed as he tries to go on the right side of the Chiefs' offensive line. It's Adafe Owe setting the edge for the Ravens.
Great physical play up front with Adafe. This defensive line is off to a solid start, which is what they need. Seeing a little bit of everything. They're bringing pressure off the edge versus motion, and being very physical up front.
Patrick Mahomes in the shotgun. 2nd down and 9 for the Chiefs. Pacheco goes in motion to the left. Mahomes pass complete to Travis Kelce at the Ravens' 45-yard line. It'll set up a 3rd down and a long 2, short 3 for Kansas City.
Pretty tight coverage there. Travis Kelce did a great job of getting separation at the top of his route on Marlon Humphrey. That there's man-to-man, right? You're going to see a lot of that today. Whenever you're trying to generate pressure, you're going to have to win your matchups, and there Travis Kelce got the best out of Marlon Humphrey in that situation.
Patrick Mahomes in the shotgun on 3rd down and 2. Ball just outside the Ravens' 45-yard line. Chiefs moving from our left to right. Mahomes throws out of the backfield and is dropped by Brashard Smith, who was wide open on the flat. Mahomes threw it behind his running back, and now Andy Reid has to decide whether to go for it on 4th and 2 or send his punting team out. And he will go for it as Pacheco checks back in, along with wide receiver Tyquan Thornton.
In man-to-man situations, sometimes you need a little luck on your side, and there was a drop pass there. He was open for the first. However, this is a huge play for this defense.
4th down and 2. A week ago, the Lions converted 3 times on 4th down. See if the Ravens can get a stop here. Ball is at the Ravens' 45. Mahomes takes a snap, rolls to the right, throws complete for a 1st down, as Xavier Worthy makes his first catch of the season at the Ravens' 41-yard line before Marlon Humphrey can take him to the turf.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of man-to-man coverage here. Little rub route, using the defenders' leverage against each other for a little bit of space. Great play design there by Andy Reid, and it picks up the 1st down pretty easily.
So that is 4 straight 4th down conversions against this Ravens defense. 1st and 10 Kansas City. 7:26 to play in the opening quarter. Ball is at the Ravens' 42. Patrick Mahomes in the shotgun. Drops to throw. Has a clean pocket. Throws the check down. Complete to Brashard Smith at the 40. Breaks a tackle along the near sideline. Gets down to the 30. And he's all the way down to the 27-yard line before Tavius Robinson can get him out of bounds.
Yeah, just a quick little outlet there. Again, this man-to-man coverage or zone there, he gets eyes on it. Great play out in the flats. He gets to the sideline. Thought he stepped out of bounds for a second. Did a great job toe tapping the sideline there. And again, just a little bit of soft space. They're operating in a similar fashion to the offensive drive to start the game. They're doing a great job of motioning, identifying the coverages in man or zone, and they're taking full advantage of what the defense is giving them.
So they spot the ball just inside the Ravens' 25. An 18-yard gain, a 1st down for the Chiefs. Mahomes from under center. Hands it off to Pacheco, right side. Not a big hole, but enough for him to get down to the 20-yard line. As the Ravens surrender 5 yards before Teddy Buchanan, the rookie inside linebacker, can make the stop. Torrey Smith, you see a kid like Teddy Buchanan, he was splitting plays in the season opening game with Trenton Simpson. Last week against the Lions, he took all of the snaps. He has established himself as a starter in only this 4th week of his NFL career. A lot of pressure on him today.
Yeah, just about opportunities. You see in a guy where it looks like it's not too big for him. He's done an excellent job communicating, being ready. You know, it's not easy to take someone's spot that's already been there, and goes to show the trust his team has in him.
On 2nd and 5, Mahomes throws, and Pacheco drops it. A second drop by a running back for the Chiefs today, and that puts KC into a 3rd and 5.
And again, you need a little luck on your side. That's another drop there where there was a lot of space to be had. Another great play design by Andy Reid and the Chiefs offense. And this defense here has to be ready. And man-to-man, it's very tough. This is a big-time play. Someone's going to have to make a play. It's not enough to continue to allow the ball to be caught in front of you.
Mahomes will spread it out. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. He stands in the shotgun on 3rd down and 5. Ravens bunch 5 across the defensive front, 2 deep safeties. Mahomes takes the snap, looking to the left, has time. Now he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Deflected at the line. It looked like Aeneas Peebles may have gotten a hand on that ball, and Kansas City will drop the kicking team on for a field goal try as the Ravens defense gets a stop.
And we talked about in the pregame how the best way to beat Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs is to rush them with 4. And we were able to see that right there. Zach Orr called a stunt up front. They didn't have to blitz, and they were able to get a great play by getting a paw in the air and batting the ball down.
It was Tavius Robinson who got his hand on the ball, and that brings Harrison Butker on for a 38-yard field goal try from the right hash mark. Butker's kick on the way, and it is tracking down the middle and good. 5:40 to play, first quarter in Kansas City. It's the Ravens 7, the Chiefs 3 on the Ravens game day.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code EARN to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code EARN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code EARN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Times of transition, whether from a sad event or a joyful one, can leave us feeling adrift. Social connections are an important part of a healthy life. Being isolated and lonely can be harmful to your health. It can lead to high blood pressure, a greater risk of heart disease, and early onset dementia. So it's important to build and maintain connections to people, not just in your family, but others whose relationships bring meaning to your life. Trying a new hobby, volunteering, exercising, even using your phone or other device to stay in touch with others. All these can be great ways to keep up your social connections and your physical and mental well-being. Visit connecttoeffect.org to see if you're at risk of social isolation and find ways to get connected. Presented by AARP Foundation with support from United Healthcare.
My son Ian was diagnosed with a brain tumor at the age of 16 months. We had no hope until St. Jude rescued us. I mean, they saved him.
Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
The Ravens lead it in Kansas City with 5:40 to play in the opening quarter. Tavius Robinson coming up with a big 3rd down swat to force the Chiefs to settle for a field goal on their opening drive after Lamar Jackson engineered a 70-yard touchdown drive on the Ravens' first possession. So this day is off to a fast start, not a surprise between these two teams on a sunny Sunday in Kansas City. Temperature at 87 degrees, not so much as a suggestion of a cloud in the sky. As Harrison Butker tees it up for the kickoff. And he hits a low end-over-end kick. That'll be taken at the 5-yard line. Rasheen Ali across the 20, 25. It'll be stopped at the 28-yard line. As Lamar Jackson and the offense come back for a second time. Torrey, how much does this open up this offense?
Huge. This team was at its best when it had multiple tight ends on the field, and obviously they've been able to do that. But it's different when you have multiple tight ends that are all true receiving threats. And having Isaiah Likely out there, he's a guy that's a matchup problem because he runs routes like a receiver, but he's a big tight end body. So you can't put a price tag on how valuable that is for this offense.
1st and 10 Ravens at their 26-yard line. It's Justice Hill in the backfield, Lamar in the shotgun. He spreads 3 receivers out to the right side of the line. Now Hill comes in motion. Lamar takes the snap, looking over the middle. Pumps once. He'll try to escape, but he's sacked back at the 23-yard line. He could not get out of the grip of Jerry Tillery.
Chiefs did a great job on the back end, staying top down. There was a moment where Justice Hill was open as an outlet, but Lamar wasn't able to get to him. He had a little pressure in his face, snuck out of the pocket. Great play by Tiller up front.
Ravens will lose 3 on the play. 2nd and 13. Lamar stays in the shotgun. Blitz pressure coming. Lamar throws quickly, complete to Mark Andrews, and taken off his feet immediately at the 25-yard line. And the Ravens will be looking at a 3rd down and 11 after Mark Andrews' 3rd catch of the opening quarter. Jaden Hicks came up to make the play for the Chiefs.
And that time, the Kansas City Chiefs defense turned the heat up there. A lot of pressure. Lamar had to get the ball out of his hand. It forced him to have his hot release, and he has to get it out because they were sending more people than the offensive line could possibly block.
Well, the Ravens with their first 3rd and long of the afternoon as it gets loud again here in KC. Lamar has to sprint up to the line to shout out instructions. Retreats to the shotgun, takes the snap. Blitz pressure coming. Lamar running to the right, trying to extend the play. Now he'll tuck and run. He's to the 30, 35, stretches the ball for the 1st down marker, and he's going to be just about 6 inches. Saying he got it. 1st down. Lamar makes the extra effort, extending the ball along the far sideline and moves the chains. Wow, what a play.
Great effort by Lamar Jackson there, getting out of the pocket. I know everyone's been asking for on the run. There's your opportunity. I saw green grass. They lost contain, and he got out there. They should have run a play quickly just so that challenge flag doesn't come out.
3:36 to play. Opening quarter. Ravens up 7-3. They have a fresh set of downs at their 36-yard line. Hand off to Derrick Henry. Cuts back. Small hole, and Henry crosses the 40-yard line. He'll get close to the 41. That's a 4-yard pickup. That'll be 2nd down and 6.
Solid run to get ahead of the sticks. Offensively, things have been tough when they've been playing behind the sticks. To get 4 yards on 1st down is a big deal, especially getting up front. This offensive line has done a great job being physical at the point of attack, and it's paying dividends, and it helps the offensive coordinator have so many more options on 2nd and 3rd down.
First quarter of our broadcast brought to you by the Maryland Problem Gambling Helpline, 1-800-GAMBLER. Lamar in the shotgun. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Chiefs have 4 along the defensive front, but they'll rush 6. Lamar lofts it, far sideline, and it is caught. DeAndre Hopkins reached up and pulled it in, gets his feet in bounds at the Kansas City 42 before he steps out of bounds with a Ravens 1st down. But a penalty flag is down.
On the field was a catch. Illegal formation. Offense, number 70 was not on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
So an extremely costly play by right tackle Roger Rosengarten as he negates a 1st down pickup and a brilliant catch by DeAndre Hopkins.
Man, that's a tough call there because the offensive line tries to cheat just a little bit to help themselves out against that pass rusher, but they'll have more opportunities. DeAndre Hopkins was one-on-one outside. Looking forward to seeing that throw a few more times today.
Pass backs the Ravens into a second down and 11. 2:22 left to play in the first quarter. Lamar in the shotgun. Justice Hill to his right. Chiefs bring 4. As Lamar drops the throw, pass over the middle. It is caught by Zay Flowers at the Chiefs' 47-yard line, and a late flag thrown at the end of that play. Let's see if this tacks more yardage on. Brian Cook made the stop for Kansas City.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense. Number 6. 15-yard penalty. It's first down.
So Brian Cook too aggressive on the stop, and the Ravens not only get the first down on the catch, but they tack on 15 yards, and they will have it 1st and 10 at the Kansas City 32.
And that was a great throw by Lamar Jackson. And Zay Flowers filling the hole in the zone, just settling there. Cook forgot where he was. Thought it was a little WWE there, trying to give him a little suplex. But those 15 yards were added on, rightfully so, at the end of the play.
So the Ravens, with their second possession of the game, have it 1st and 10 at the Kansas City 32. Chiefs with 4 across the defensive front. They show blitz, they bring it. Lamar drops the throw. Under pressure, running to the right, has to just chuck the ball to the right, and it is intercepted. Picked off at the 15-yard line by Leo Chenal. Chenal had the coverage on Mark Andrews, and Lamar throws his first interception of the season as he was under duress from the blitz pressure from the Chiefs. So the first mistake of the day for the Ravens in Kansas City. It's the Chiefs' ball when we get back. 1:41 to play, first quarter. Ravens 7, Chiefs 3 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Ravens fans, SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Ravens flock and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Ravens games or to any other live event in Baltimore, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Baltimore Ravens. SeatGeek. Here's a club you'll want to get into. Club Citgo, the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Download the Club Citgo app today. Ravens fans, visit BaltimoreRavens.com to enter for a chance to become the Southwest Airlines captain of the game. You could win tickets to a 2025 Ravens home game, custom jersey, Southwest Airlines Rapid Rewards bonus points, and much more. Ravens fans, SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Ravens flock and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Ravens games or to any other live event in Baltimore, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Baltimore Ravens. SeatGeek.
Progressive knows there's so many great things about being a sports fan. Like scoring the company box seats. How great is that? Trick plays that actually work. Prevent defense when your team is winning by a lot. And even more preventative prevent defense as they're hanging on by a thread. And of course, saving money when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. That's pretty great. Just like trick plays that actually work.
Yeah, but how often does that happen?
Complaining about sports? Not so great. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
First quarter, brought to you by the Maryland Problem Gambling Helpline, 1-800-GAMBLER.
7-3, Ravens lead it. 35 seconds left in the opening quarter, but the Ravens now have to overcome their first mistake of the game. Lamar Jackson's first interception this season, picked off by Leo Chenal at the 16-yard line of the Chiefs. And the Chiefs appear content to let the clock wind down and run out of the first quarter before they start their second possession of this game. The Ravens dominating that first quarter, outgaining the Chiefs 102 yards to 33. They lead 7-3, but they have one turnover, and the Chiefs have no turnovers. We've reached the end of the first quarter in Kansas City, and our score, Ravens 7. I stand corrected. I was looking at the timeout. They had the timeout clock up on the game clock. So there's 1:44 left. It's kind of like tracking Lamar Jackson. Completely threw me. Now the Chiefs will start their second possession at their 16-yard line after the Chanel interception. Patrick Mahomes rolls to the right, pumps once, pumps twice, and he is shouldered out of bounds by Marlon Humphrey right at the 17-yard line. He'll gain 1 yard on the play, but great coverage on the back end of the defense for the Ravens.
They played top down, and you know it's only a matter of time before Kansas City gets a little too excited and tries to get the ball over top. Great job by the defense there, playing top down, and Marlon Humphrey was able to sprint up and get Patrick Mahomes out of bounds. He had nowhere to go with that ball.
1:15 left in the opening quarter. Patrick Mahomes in the shotgun. Brings Xavier Worthy in motion. Chiefs moving from our left to right. Blitz pressure coming up the middle. Chiefs pick it up. Mahomes fires near side, looking for Xavier Worthy. He's got him at the Ravens' 45-yard line. And he's pulled down from behind by Marlon Humphrey before Kansas City connects on the first deep ball of the game.
Yeah, man-to-man coverage. Marlon Humphrey, they moved him from the right side of the ball to the left when Xavier Worthy went in motion, similar to the play last week where his leverage is tough simply by play design. He's playing inside out. All Patrick Mahomes has to do is lead the ball outside, and it's on the receiver to sprint full speed. It was a great play design and great execution.
37-yard gain, and the Chiefs have it 1st and 10 at the Ravens' 45. Mahomes to throw on first down, lofts it near side, looking for Worthy. He overthrew him at the 20. And that time it was Nate Wiggins who was running stride for stride with the speedy Xavier Worthy.
The defensive backs are going to have their hands full with these receivers. Xavier Worthy had the separation that he needed to be able to make a play on that ball there. Patrick Mahomes just missed him a little bit. When you're playing man-to-man, it goes to show the trust that you have in your guys. They're going to have to play some sticky coverage, and plays will be made. It's just about eliminating the big ones.
2nd down and 10, Kansas City at the Ravens' 45. Mahomes throws quickly outside the numbers. Kelsey has it, steps out of a tackle at the 40, and he's taken down at the 38-yard line. It'll set up a 3rd down and 3 for Kansas City when the second quarter gets underway. The first quarter of our broadcast brought to you by the Maryland Problem Gambling Helpline, 1-800-GAMBLER. And that now brings us to the end of the first quarter. I jumped the gun on that one, but we have now reached the end of the first quarter in Kansas City. It's the Ravens 7, the Chiefs 3 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Ravens fans, SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Ravens flock and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Ravens games or to any other live event in Baltimore, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Baltimore Ravens. SeatGeek.
America has an undeniable, unstoppable energy. At Constellation, our energy matches yours. We're generating electricity 24/7 with hydro, wind, solar, and the nation's largest carbon-free nuclear fleet. Enough clean energy to power 15 million homes today, and a commitment to helping you build a brighter tomorrow. Power on, America. Learn more at constellationenergy.com/poweron.
And now, fantasy football tips from the Maryland Lottery. You've played the matchups, made some trades, and worked the waiver wire. Now it's time to enjoy a series of devastating injuries to your roster. It's not too late to change your game to Ravens Scratch-Offs from the Maryland Lottery. Unlike in your fantasy league, you've still got a shot to win prizes like Ravens season tickets for 20 years. Play today and maybe work in some stretching. Please play responsibly.
Nothing brings people together like good food and game day fun. That's why Royal Farms created the Tailgater. For just $20, you'll get our 8-piece mixed or 10-piece dark world-famous chicken, a family-sized order of Western fries, 4 buttermilk biscuits, and a 64-ounce Snapple tea. It's the perfect way to feed your crew, whether you're in the driveway, the backyard, or the stadium parking lot. So fire up the team spirit and bring home the Tailgater. Only at Royal Farms. Real fresh, real fast.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to the Ravens Game Day Network.
WSBN Washington. ESPN 630, the sports capital. Your home for the Baltimore Orioles, the Baltimore Ravens, and UVA Sports.
Start of the second quarter in Kansas City. Jerry Sandusky and former Ravens great Torrey Smith with you this afternoon as the Chiefs start the quarter looking at a 3rd down and 3 at the Ravens' 38-yard line. Moving from our right to left in the second quarter, Patrick Mahomes in the shotgun. Kareem Hunt with him in the backfield. Inside handoff to Hunt, bottled up, but patiently picks his way through a crowd. He'll be stopped just shy of the first down as the Ravens rookie linebacker Teddy Buchanan makes the tackle, setting up a 4th down and 1 for Kansas City. And again, no hesitation from Andy Reid. He'll go for it on 4th down for a second time in the opening half.
Yeah, if you know anything about Andy Reid, you know he's playing to win. He's going to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to shift the momentum of the game by this defensive front, by being physical and dominating.
Chiefs converted on one 4th down try in the opening quarter. Mahomes will set under center. He'll give it to Kareem Hunt. Hunt, left side, second effort, and the effort pushes him through the pile and picks up the first down. He needed 1, he got 2, and Kansas City's offense stays on the field, looking at a 1st and 10 at the Ravens' 34.
It was a great cut there by Kareem Hunt. There was nothing in his initial hole. Great job cutting back, excellent vision, picking up the tough yards.
Patrick Mahomes will stand in the shotgun. Spreads 2 receivers to the left. Kareem Hunt in the backfield. Mahomes throws quickly on the slant. He's got a man at the 25 to the 20. That's Hollywood Brown. He spins down to the Ravens' 16-yard line. That is good for 17 yards and a Chiefs first down. Well, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense, who have struggled this season, look dialed in on making the most of turning a Ravens turnover into a scoring opportunity. This drive for the Chiefs started back at their 15-yard line after a Lamar Jackson interception. Kareem Hunt stays in the backfield with Mahomes, who puts 2 receivers out to the numbers at the right. Inside handoff. Kareem Hunt crosses the 15 and gets down to the 14-yard line. 2 tough yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for Kansas City.
And Brent Urban was there in the backfield, had him for a tough loss, but again, another tough run by Kareem Hunt. Not bad up front overall by the defensive line, but you have to finish when you have the opportunity to get big plays in the backfield.
The Ravens yet to get a sack. They have now gone 5 straight quarters without a sack after going 57 consecutive games with at least 1. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Steps up in the pocket, escapes. He's to the 10, and he's taken down there as Teddy Buchanan makes the stop and sets up another 3rd down for Kansas City. 3rd and 3.5 for the Chiefs. They have to get in between the 7 and the 6 to pick up the first down.
And that time the defense did a great job of keeping Mahomes in the pocket. However, there was no pressure up the middle. Patrick Mahomes saw a great seam, took off. The linebacker sitting in zone were able to rally to the ball. This is a huge 3rd down here.
Rookie Aeneas Peebles checks into the front of the Ravens defense. 3rd down on a long 3. Mahomes in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. He drops to throw. Taps the ball once. Throws complete to the 5. And he'll be tackled with a first down. That's the running back, Brashard Smith. Stopped by Chido Awuzie, but not before he gets a 1st and goal for Kansas City at the Ravens' 4-yard line.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what happened there communication-wise, but he was wide open in the flats there. They had to rally to the ball. In any defensive call, you're going to give up something, and typically it is the lower pass. However, in that situation, there's just too much green grass for the running back to go to work.
1st and goal, Chiefs. Mahomes empties the backfield. 2 receivers tight to the right. Now he brings a receiver in motion. That's Brashard Smith, the backup running back. Now Smith reverses fields, takes the jet sweep fake, and Mahomes trying the keeper on the quarterback fake, stopped right at the line, no gain. Mike Green, the rookie edge rusher, didn't fall for the fake, and the Chiefs have a 2nd and goal.
Yeah, Mike Green did a great job staying home. They tried to send a jet sweep his way, had to fake Patrick Mahomes, read Mike Green, kept the ball, and there was nothing there for him.
Well, you know about the injury problems for the Ravens on the defensive line. Now injury concerns on the offensive line. Ronnie Stanley is questionable to return with an aggravated ankle injury. Second and goal for the Chiefs from the Ravens 5. KC sends Juju Smith-Schuster in motion to the right. Mahomes takes the snap, has time, backpedaling. Now he's drifting to his left under pressure, fires high and complete to the back of the end zone. Great coverage by Roquan Smith on Brashard Smith, and the Chiefs face a third and goal.
And an excellent job by the defense on the back end, playing zone coverage. Notice this change in the defense down here. They've been a lot more aggressive calling zone coverages, and the guys are doing a great job communicating, passing it all. Patrick Mahomes was moving around the pocket. He had nowhere to go. That's when someone on the defensive line has to get home.
Ravens will string 5 across the defensive front. Third down and goal for the Chiefs from the Ravens 5. Out of the empty backfield, Patrick Mahomes in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Pocket collapsing. Lofts it for the back of the end zone. Incomplete. The Chiefs wanted a flag. Marlon Humphrey had the coverage on Tyquan Thornton, and once again the defense stands firm in scoring range and forces Harrison Butker and the kicking team on for KC.
Now they're going to have the opportunity to get 3 points here, but this drive right here is a win for this defense. They're bending, but they're not breaking, and they're making the plays when they need them the most. This is a great start to the game against a high-powered Kansas City Chiefs offense.
Butker, who hit from 38 yards in the first quarter, will try from 23 yards here in the second quarter. And Butker's kick, a chip shot, is up, and it is good. 10 minutes to play, first half in Kansas City. Our score now, a 1-point game. Ravens 7, Chiefs 6 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Air traffic controllers guide tens of thousands of flights every day, getting passengers and cargo to their destination safely. Aviation professionals always answer the call, but they can't do it alone. We must invest in modern equipment, facilities, and controller staffing. NATCA, we guide you home.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
Attention. Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers. So don't wait. If you owe $10, $20, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-647-8866. That's 800-647-8866. Once again, that's 800-647-8866.
Donors choose. Support a classroom. Build a future. Did you know that every year, public school teachers spend nearly $500 of their own money for student supplies? Let's do the math. That comes out to over $1.2 billion a year. And that's just not right. At Donors Choose, we want students and teachers to have the tools they need for a great education. And now, more than ever, they need your help. Here's what you can do. Go to DonorsChoose.org and choose from teachers' requests that support reading, math, science, history, and more. Once a request is funded, we'll take care of shipping everything directly to the teacher. It's that easy. You'll receive thank you letters and photos from students and teachers and a report of how every dollar was spent. Teachers' needs have never been greater. Learn more at DonorsChoose.org. Donors Choose. Support a classroom. Build a future.
My son Finn was born with congenital heart disease, causing him to spend the first 8 months of his life in the hospital. During that time, he endured 10 surgeries, including an open heart surgery. Starlight Children's Foundation has played an important role in my family's life. For 5 weeks when he was a baby, Finn lived in a Starlight Hero wagon. You could not understand the pure joy of having him go from a hospital bed into his favorite red wagon, especially when he was so little. The support that Starlight provides to families like mine is an integral part of creating happiness at a time when there's very little to be found. Learn more about how the Starlight Children's Foundation brightens the lives of sick kids by visiting starlight.org today.
Ike follows him to the turf, which means the Ravens will likely get backed up with a holding call. Referee Clay Martin on the mic.
During the return, holding, receiving team number 81. 10-yard penalty, 1st and 10 for Baltimore.
Now, an NFL scoreboard update.
Early games in Week 4 in Ireland. The Steelers beat the Vikings 24-21. The Lions thumped the Browns 34-10. Bills beat the Saints 31-19. Falcons upset the Commanders 34-27. The Texans, who come to Baltimore next Sunday, shut out the Titans 26-0 to get Houston's first win of the season. Patriots beat the Panthers 42-13. Giants, for Jackson Dart's first start, get the win over the Chargers 21-18. And the Eagles win easily, well, not easily, 31-25. They hold off a late Buccaneers comeback. 7-6, Ravens lead it. First play of the drive. Derrick Henry, left side, breaks to the 20-yard line, out to the 25. And Derrick Henry with an 11-yard run to start the drive, moves the chains right out of the gate.
And this offensive line is doing an amazing job up front, being physical. Talked about improvement from one week to the next. These guys are being dominant up front, and it's paying off early in the run game.
Ravens with a fresh set of downs. Ball just inside their 26-yard line, moving from our left to right here in the second quarter. Again, that triangle formation. Two tight ends to either side of Lamar, who stands in the shotgun. And this time, Justice Hill behind Lamar. And a whistle prior to the snap as a flag is thrown.
There is no false start on the play by number 43. Delay a game. Offense. Number 8, 5-yard penalty. First down.
And that one you can attribute to the noise here in Kansas City. Lamar could not get the snap count conveyed in time to his line. It is incredibly loud. This is the loudest stadium over the years in NFL. And it's not a dome stadium. You would expect that honor to go to a dome stadium. But they crank it up here at Arrowhead. Penalty puts the Ravens on a 1st and 15. Ball back closer to their 20-yard line. Chiefs with 5 across the defensive front. Now they drop a man into coverage. Lamar drops to throw. Screen pass comes to Henry. Gets a block. He's to the 25, 30. And the King stretches it out to the 31-yard line.
Great play call there, having the screen out to the right side of the field. The new anticipated zone coverage. Derrick Henry was one block away from turning that into something special, but great job picking up some of those yards that you lost on the penalty.
And I like how Lamar just took what the defense gave him. Very patient. 8:17 left in the half. Ravens lead by 1. 7-6 here in Week 4 in Kansas City. Lamar bunches 2 receivers to the left inside the numbers. Justice Hill in the backfield, Lamar in the shotgun. Chiefs with 5 across the defensive front. And a flag is thrown as the play clock expires again.
Delay a game. Offense number 8. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
So the Ravens are going to have to find a way to work around this noise. You know, they practiced it all week, but realistically, Torrey, you cannot simulate the noise of 75,000 people on a practice field.
No, you can't, but you just have to move with a better sense of urgency. And these are the things that get you in trouble. When they've been in manageable second down situations, this offense has flourished. You can't continue to shoot yourselves in the foot. The only team that could beat the Ravens is the Ravens. And they have to get out of this right now.
On 2nd and 10, Lamar drops the throw. Blitz pressure coming. Nick Bolton free up the middle. Lamar running to the near sideline. He throws it out of bounds. This is going to be another penalty for intentional grounding because the ball did not get back to the line of scrimmage. So all of a sudden, this offense is in reverse, and there's the flag.
Intentional grounding. Offense number 8. Ball is placed at the spot of the foul. The down does count. Third down.
Steve Spagnuolo, the defensive coordinator for the Chiefs, dialed up a delayed middle linebacker blitz, and Nick Bolton came clean up the middle, Torrey.
Oh, man, great scheme there. And this place is rocking. So right now, this steamrolling in a negative way. You have to be safe here, be smart, take what you can, and protect the football.
On 3rd and 26, backed up to their own 10-yard line. Lamar in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left. Tylan Wallace to the right. Lamar takes the snap. Chiefs rush 4. Lamar throws a check down. That's Justice Hill. He'll get out to the 20-yard line and take it off his feet at the 21. That's a good 13 yards shy of the first down. So we'll see Jordan Stout for the first time today as the punt team trots on for the Ravens. Well, Tori, you touched on it. The Ravens' drive was off to a nice start, but then 3 penalties on that drive.
Yeah, there's nothing to put in words for it. I know this is one of these things where people wonder, how does momentum happen? What do you do to stop it? There's no rhyme or reason as to why it happened, and there's no magical fix. You just have to simply take care of business one play at a time, and the offense, or excuse me, this Chiefs crowd was 1,000% responsible for 2 of those penalties.
Jordan Stout hits an end-over-end punt. Nico Remigio fields it at the 29. Crosses the 30, 35, near side 40. And he gets all the way out to the Chiefs' 44-yard line with a good punt return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position when we get back to Kansas City. 6:46 to play. First half, Ravens 7, Chiefs 6 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
At DraftKings, we're all about responsible gaming. Sometimes you got to know when to hold up. There are no locks or sure things, so know when to fold up. It's more fun when it's for fun. So play responsibly. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, 21 plus. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction.
Grit. That's what it takes to build a business. In Baltimore, Fulton Bank is helping small business owners just like you to gain access to the capital you need to grow. Check out our Empower Community Banking Program, which is designed to meet the unique needs of unique business owners like you. Visit fultonbank.com/empower to learn more. That's fultonbank.com/empower. Fulton Bank, member FDIC.
Some things never go out of style, like trust, reliability, and driving a Toyota. Take the legendary Camry, defined by comfort and performance, or the smart and efficient Corolla, built to move you forward with style. Need muscle? The powerful Tundra is ready for big jobs and even bigger adventures. And the bold Tacoma, built to take on trails, highways, and everything in between. Hurry in. Offers end September 30th. Toyota, let's go places.
Okay, huddle up. We've got the chance to make our homeownership dreams come true with MarylandHomeownership.com. Downfield, webinars happen monthly with local experts. Lynn, grab buyer toolkits.
Got it.
And Pete, eyes on down payment assistance and financial education. Yep. Let's get started on this pathway to homeownership. Yeah. This is our moment. We've got the resources with MarylandHomeownership.com. Homeowner on 3. 1, 2, 3. Homeowner.
Yeah. Buy a home with confidence. Get in the game with MarylandHomeownership.com, the playbook that takes you home.
One-point Ravens lead. 7-6, Ravens in front. 6:46 to play first half. Chiefs take possession after the Ravens punt. 1st and 10 Kansas City at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. KC will be moving from our right to left. Pretty even game statistically. Tori, the difference in this game, mistakes. Ravens have 1 turnover, none for Kansas City, and penalties. The Ravens with 6 penalties so far, KC only 1. Patrick Mahomes will start the drive under center. He has Kareem Hunt alone in the backfield. Off the play fake, end around. Xavier Worthy, he's got some room. He's to midfield. Weaves inside the 40. He's to the Ravens 30, near sideline 25. And Worthy steps out of bounds with the first down all the way down inside the Ravens 22-yard line.
Again, another great play design there by Kansas City. Lost contained there. Eyes got a little busy by Dafe Owe and did an amazing job getting Worthy out in front, showing his arguably the fastest player in the league. He did an amazing job getting down the field. Defense, again, has been fighting, but they've been bending, but they haven't been breaking. This is an important stop here. They have to hold them to 3 again.
A 35-yard gain, a Chiefs first down at the Ravens 21. Patrick Mahomes, inside handoff. Give us to Brashard Smith and the 7th-round draft pick out of SMU. We'll get about 3 yards to the Ravens 18. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
And the defensive line there, again, it was a little bit softer on that left side. The linebackers are going to have some opportunity to step up and make plays. There's too many times where the big guys up front are able to touch the linebackers. It's got to be physical.
Going with 2 defensive tackles and 2 edge rushers. The tackles for the Ravens, John Jenkins at the moment, and Brent Urban. Patrick Mahomes will throw complete. He's got his tight end, Kelsey, who's down to the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal, Kansas City. 3rd catch of the afternoon for Travis Kelsey, who had been off to a slow start this season, only 10 catches in the first 3 games, but he's had a pretty productive first half here now. 3 catches for 26 yards in the opening half. 5 minutes even left to play here. It's 1st and 10, 1st and goal, Kansas City. At the Ravens 6 is where they spot the ball.
And because they've been physical up front, it allowed Travis Kelsey to pretend like he was blocking down and win across the field on a little shallow cross.
Mahomes, inside handoff. That's Kareem Hunt, and Hunt will not get too far. He'll get about 4-yard line where John Jenkins helps bring him to the turf. It'll be 2nd and goal, Kansas City.
John Jenkins did an excellent job of just dominating at the point of attack. What you talk about up front, and especially now that the windows are tighter, you're going to have to be physical in the run game. We know Patrick Mahomes is mobile. Their play action designs are amazing. You're going to have to dominate up front, and someone's going to have to get home to keep them out of the end zone.
Mahomes in the shotgun. Hunt with him in the backfield. 3 receivers tight to the left. Now Hollywood Brown goes in motion. Mahomes takes the snap, fires to the end zone. He's got a man, he's got a touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster split a pair of Ravens defenders, and for the first time this afternoon, Kansas City is in front.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes, again, a simple play design there. Juju Smith-Schuster just finds the open spot in the zone, and that right there, the ball beat the coverage. Patrick Mahomes, though, was better than the coverage was. Again, end zone coverage, there will always be an opening. You just have to make sure you make it hard to get there. And that time there, Patrick Mahomes was able to beat our defense.
A 4-yard touchdown. And for the first time today, the Chiefs with the extra point attempt. It is good. And for the first time today, the Chiefs in front. It's Kansas City 13, the Ravens 7. 4 minutes left to play, opening half in KC. On the Ravens Game Day Network.
For 20 years, the Ravens have chosen MedStar Health as their medical team, trusting us to provide winning care on and off the field. We're proud to be the team behind your team for every training camp, every game, and every playoff run, every time. So why do the Ravens and the flock trust MedStar Health? Because after 20 years together, there's nothing we can't tackle. MedStar Health. It's how we treat people.
Ravens fans, visit BaltimoreRavens.com to enter for a chance to become the Southwest Airlines captain of the game. You could win tickets to a 2025 Ravens home game, custom jersey, Southwest Airlines Rapid Rewards bonus points, and much more.
Dude, did you order the new iPhone 17 Pro? Got it from Verizon, the best 5G network in America. I never looked so good.
You look the same.
But with this camera, everything looks better, especially me.
You haven't changed your hair in 15 years. Selfies? Check, please.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro, designed to be the most powerful iPhone ever, with eligible phone trade-in and unlimited ultimate. Any condition guaranteed. Best 5G stores, root metrics data, United States, 1H 2025. All rights reserved. Trade-in and additional terms apply for all offers. See Verizon.com for details.
Here's a club you'll want to get into. Club Citgo, the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Download the Club Citgo app today.
Nothing brings people together like good food and game day fun. That's why Royal Farms created the Tailgater. For just $20, you'll get our 8-piece mixed or 10-piece dark world-famous chicken, a family-sized order of Western fries, 4 buttermilk biscuits, and a 64-ounce Snapple tea. It's the perfect way to feed your crew, whether you're in the driveway, the backyard, or the stadium parking lot. So fire up the team spirit and bring home the Tailgater. Only at Royal Farms. Real fresh, real fast.
For the first time this afternoon, the Ravens now playing from behind. 4 minutes left to play in the opening half. And the Ravens trail 13-7. After Patrick Mahomes hit Juju Smith-Schuster on a 4-yard bullet that gives Kansas City its first lead of the game. But Torrey with the Ravens having all of their timeouts, 4 minutes, plenty of time, and the 2-minute warning. Time's not a factor. Execution is the key for the Ravens here, and they cannot afford any more delay of game penalties.
Yeah, absolutely. And this right now is a pivotal point of the game, but you don't hit the panic button. You score, you go into half with the lead, and that's the mindset here. It's not a field goal. It's to score a touchdown, protect the ball. No one slowed them down but themselves.
Justice Hill with a kick return, crosses the 20. 25 gets outside the numbers, 30. That'll be taken out of bounds at the 32-yard line. 3:53 to play here in the opening half. Jerry Sandusky, former Ravens great wide receiver Torrey Smith, with you here in Week 4 in Kansas City. This game started in the Ravens' favor, a 70-yard touchdown drive to open it. Lamar Jackson hit Justice Hill. Since then, Harrison Butker with a pair of short field goals, and then Patrick Mahomes to Juju Smith-Schuster for the 4-yard touchdown. And that is where we stand with 3:53 to play in the opening half. Ravens trailing 13-7. Lamar will start the drive in the shotgun. Throws out of the backfield to Justice Hill, and he's going to be taken down. Luckily, they rule it incomplete because otherwise he would have lost 4 yards on the play.
And that's a tough play there because all day the Ravens have been very successful on first down. And that's allowed for, again, Todd Monken to have more flexibility going forward. So this down right here, you don't have to be a hero. Get what you can, stay on track because Lamar is at his best when they're in manageable situations.
DeAndre Hopkins, Mark Andrews, and Derrick Henry check in on 2nd down and 10. Ravens moving from our left to right. Lamar in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Chiefs rush 4. Lamar throws a screen. It's deflected. Oh, Derrick Henry had a wall of blockers in front of him. But Charles Omenihu knocked the ball down, and the Ravens face a 3rd down and 10.
Man, if Derrick Henry is able to get that in his hands, you have 3 blockers and no one on that sideline. That would have been a huge play for the Ravens there. Tough loss right there, but it's about this next play. Again, don't have to be a hero. Protect the ball, make the smart decision, allow your guys to pick it up.
It was actually Chris Jones who got his hand on the ball, the Pro Bowl defensive lineman who arrived 18 minutes before the game. Lamar on 3rd down wants to throw. Pocket collapsing. He's going to run to the right. He'll have to keep it. Across the 35, 40, flipped off his feet at the 41-yard line. He's about 2 yards shy of the first down. All right, 3:36 to play in the first half. It's 4th down and about 1.5 yards, and the Ravens are going to go for it. The Chiefs so far in the first half have gone for it twice and converted. The Ravens bring DeAndre Hopkins and Isaiah Likely in. It is 4th down, a long one. It's about 1.5 yards. The ball is a football length shy of the 41. They've got to get to the 42. Justice Hill in the backfield. 3 receivers bunched to the left inside the numbers. Lamar in the shotgun. Chiefs bring blitz pressure up the middle. Lamar hit as he throws near sideline. It will sail incomplete. And Kansas City with a 4th down stop. And now the Ravens defense is in trouble because they have 2:56 left in the half. And Patrick Mahomes, who's on fire right now, will take possession in Ravens territory when we get back. 2:56 to play. First half in Kansas City. Chiefs 13, Ravens 7 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Brought to you by Sprinkler Fitters, Local 669. Saving lives and protecting property for over 100 years.
The John Deere Gator XUV lets you cut, pack, drive, scout, weld, stack, feed, pull, load, tow, spray, and haul, all in a single day. Because with the highest cargo box volume in its class, customizable features, and a towing capacity of up to 4,000 pounds, it gets the job done. You just have to get in the seat. Learn more at your John Deere dealer or visit johndeere.com/GatorXUV.
A new NFL season means a fresh start and fresh styles. At NFLshop.com, you'll find the latest jerseys, hats, and sideline gear to rep your team all season long. From rookies making their debut to legends, NFLshop.com has it all. Score exclusive styles you won't find anywhere else and show up ready for every kickoff and big play. Fan like a pro and shop now at NFLshop.com.
Miller Lite,
the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. Writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller Time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
This is a St. Jude moment.
Ashton was a high-level athlete, and in an instant, your world flips. And your healthy 5-year-old competitive cheerleader has a brain tumor. And the physician was like, your best option is St. Jude. Receiving treatment that was life-saving for our child and knowing that that treatment would be of no cost to us was a huge weight lifted.
Learn more at stjude.org.
When you're high, you feel different. But if you feel different, you drive different. So don't drive high. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
As the Ravens throw an incomplete pass on 4th down and 1. KC brought huge blitz pressure, Torrey, and Lamar had nowhere to go with the ball.
He had nowhere to go, and I think it's important to know where your outlet was. You know who you're playing against. Coach Spags is going to blitz you. And there just simply wasn't an answer on that play. I would have loved to have seen Derrick Henry on the field, so they at least had to respect the run. But again, if the play would have worked, it would have been genius. But that was not the best call in that situation.
Isaiah Pacheco on the backfield. Patrick Mahomes in the shotgun. On 1st down, Mahomes wants to throw. Has a clean pocket. Firing deep. Near side, he's got a man open, but he overthrows Worthy at the goal line. Xavier Worthy had a step on the coverage, but Patrick Mahomes sailed that ball. And more injury concerns for the Ravens as Marlon Humphrey is now questionable to return with a calf injury. So the Ravens already cleaned out on the defensive line by injuries, and now injuries in the secondary. And up front on that defensive line, CJ Okoye in at defensive tackle. The native of Nigeria who did not play football until 3 years ago. It's 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw. Blitz pressure coming. His pass is caught at the 30-yard line. Travis Kelce got behind Roquan Smith. Smith trips him up, but not before a 15-yard gain on the touch pass from Mahomes.
And that right there, Kyle Hamilton was right in his face. Patrick Mahomes was able to retreat, float the ball up, throw it on time to a spot where only his guy could get it. I mean, it doesn't get any prettier than that in terms of anticipating and pacing the throw. Great defense, great defensive call, but it was just better offense on that situation.
The Ravens have not had a sack now in the last 5+ quarters, and the Chiefs are going to take a timeout here with 2:17, looking at a 1st and 10 at the Ravens 25. Still waiting from Clay Martin to see who's credited with this timeout. It's going to be an injury timeout. Roquan Smith is the player who's walking, flexing his right leg. I mean, the injuries have decimated the Ravens coming into this game, and now you've seen Ronnie Stanley go to the bench with an ankle aggravation. Marlon Humphrey with a calf injury, and now Roquan Smith, which means you'll have Trenton Simpson and rookie Teddy Buchanan on the inside linebacker for the Ravens. Up front, you have a defensive tackle in CJ Okoye, who's been playing football for 3 years. Not in the NFL, on the planet.
Yeah, next man up. We're seeing it in real time here. It's a pivotal moment of the game for his defense to get off the field.
1st and 10 for Kansas City at the Ravens 25. Isaiah Pacheco on the backfield. Off the fake handoff, a swing pass comes to the 25-yard line to Brashard Smith, and the Ravens make the stop at the 22-yard line. Trenton Simpson makes the tackle, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play, first half in Kansas City, where the Chiefs lead the Ravens 13-7 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Let's go! Safeway is your headquarters for tailgating. This season, when you're preparing for the next Ravens game, make sure to pick up all your favorite Ravens products, including Coca-Cola and Frank's Red Hot. Stop by your nearest Safeway or have your order delivered right to your doorstep. And don't forget to check out the Tailgaters page at BaltimoreRavens.com for tailgating special offers, contests, and recipes. Safeway, the official supermarket of the Baltimore Ravens.
Ravens fans, SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Ravens flock and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Ravens games or to any other live event in Baltimore, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Baltimore Ravens. SeatGeek.
Some things never go out of style, like trust, reliability, and driving a Toyota. Take the legendary Camry, defined by comfort and performance, or the smart and efficient Corolla, built to move you forward with style. Need muscle? The powerful Tundra is ready for big jobs and even bigger adventures. And the bold Tacoma, built to take on trails, highways, and everything in between. Hurry in. Offers end September 30th. Toyota, let's go places.
Wawa hoagies are a winning pick for game day. Every hoagie is built to order with the ingredients you crave. Choose your favorite, like a toasty cheesesteak, meatball, or Italian. There's a hoagie for every mood and every appetite. Order ahead for pickup or delivery on the Wawa app. Planning for the game? Wawa Catering has you covered. Make your game day a winner with Wawa hoagies, snacks, and drinks. Order ahead at wawacatering.com. Wawa is the official hoagie of the Baltimore Ravens.
2 minutes left, first half in Kansas City. And the Ravens defense is going to need a big stop here. The Chiefs are looking at a 2nd down and 6. Ball is just inside the Ravens 22. Roquan Smith has walked to the locker room with Ravens medical personnel. We'll get you an update on that as soon as it becomes available. Mahomes empties the backfield. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. 4-man front for the Ravens defense. They have not sacked Mahomes yet today. Pacheco goes in motion to the right. Mahomes takes the snap. Blitz pressure coming. Mahomes lofts it to the 5-yard line. It sails incomplete. Teddy Buchanan was coming strong up the middle, and he forced Patrick Mahomes to get rid of the ball before he wanted to. Good coverage by Kyle Hamilton on Xavier Worthy. It is 3rd down and 6 for KC.
And that was a great play call there by Zach Orr to bring the pressure. You can't just sit back and let Patrick Mahomes pick you apart. I wouldn't be surprised to see right now in this 3rd down situation to make Patrick Mahomes make the great throw, but you got to have to lock up outside man-to-man. Someone has to get home. This pressure has to finish.
Chiefs bunch 3 receivers to the left. Mahomes in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looking to the left. Has time. Drifting to the right. He's going to run. He's to the 25. Now he throws a perfect check down throw. And down inside the 10 is Kareem Hunt. They'll mark him down at the 8. It'll be 1st down and goal for KC. Patrick Mahomes had such great field awareness. He was rushing to the right.
Baltimore, they're first, 30 seconds.
And just before he gets to the line of scrimmage and has to commit to the run, he throws the check down to Kareem Hunt.
That was a big-time play. He threw it, not just any kind of check down. He's scrambling to his right, throwing it back to his left. 99% of the quarterbacks in his league, minus Josh Allen and Lamar, never even see that guy there. So that's a top-tier play right there by Patrick Mahomes. Again, the defense in a great spot. Lost contained, which allowed him to get outside of the pocket. But that right there was just great offense by the Kansas City Chiefs.
So the Ravens are in a difficult spot, to say the least. 1:45 left in the half. They trail 13-7. The Chiefs have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. So far in this game, the Ravens have lost Ronnie Stanley, questionable return. Marlon Humphrey, questionable return. Roquan Smith has gone to the locker room with the medical staff, and they came into this game without their entire starting defensive line. Mahomes will set under center. It's Isaiah Pacheco in the backfield. Ball on the right, hash mark. Mahomes rolls out to the left, throws to Pacheco at the 5, turns the corner, he's in for a touchdown. Well, that was effortless and easy as Kansas City extends its lead with 1:41 left in the half. Now, with that much time left, the Ravens still having 2 timeouts. They're going to need Lamar and the offense to find a way to get some points on the board here before the end of the half, because KC starts with the ball in the second half.
And that right there is when the offense has schemed you up and they're using your leverage against you. I mean, just a great play design there. He was untouched running into the end zone.
Harrison Butker's extra point attempt is good. And with 1:41 left in the first half, it's now Kansas City with 20 unanswered points. Chiefs 20, Ravens 7. All right. Tori, you've been in plenty of these offensive huddles where the game starts well and then the momentum goes completely to the other side. How does Todd Monken get a measure of control back to the offense? Take us through some play call thoughts that are going through the offensive coordinator's head right now.
Oh, man, it's just one play at a time. You know, even so far today, the Kansas City Chiefs have not stopped the Ravens. The Ravens have stopped themselves. And when they're in manageable situations, they've been doing great stuff. So right now, it's just one play at a time. Getting a completion, getting the ball down the field. They've had great play designs with their screens that have allowed guys to be in position, but you got to remember, the Kansas City Chiefs are getting paid a lot of money too. They've made some plays that are disruptive plays that could have been huge for this offense. So right now, it's about just simply getting one completion and getting the ball rolling. This is a no-huddle situation. You do have a couple of timeouts, so there's no need to panic. You have enough time, but you have to finish this drive with points. You cannot allow this offense to get the ball back at halftime with momentum from stopping the Ravens offense again and allowing this to be a 3-possession game. That's just simply not an option right now. You have to finish this drive with points, a touchdown, best case scenario. But if anything else, you have to finish with 3. And I do believe changing up this tempo right now is going to play into the Ravens' favor. Because right now it's been regular play-by-play. The crowd has been able to get involved. When you're signaling and it's more no huddle, you're playing fast anyway. You're not huddling. And it allows you to operate this game at a different speed. So that tempo may actually be the key to what this offense needs to get rolling right now. And we all know what Lamar is capable of doing. If Coach Spagnuolo doesn't light up the blitz as much, it's going to allow some opportunity for Lamar to use his legs. And again, as much as we talk about a pressure situation for the offense, the defense, they can't get into certain calls the same way because they're moving, right? It's not the same as coming out of the huddle. So there's going to be a key drive here, and it all starts just one completion.
And that is Tori's View from the Booth, brought to you by Goal Vision. Harrison Butker will kick it off. Rasheen Ali, Justice Hill awaits. 1:41 left to play in the half. This game started looking so good for the Ravens, a 70-yard touchdown drive to open it. But since then, it has been all Kansas City. The Ravens with a costly interception in the first quarter to close it out, and then a failed conversion on 4th and 1 in the second quarter. Butker's sidewinder will sail into and out of the end zone for a touchback. So it makes life a little harder for the Ravens because this drive will now start at the 20-yard line. With the new kickoff rules, when you kick the ball in the landing zone inside the 20-yard line, and then it 1 hops or 2 hops out of the end zone for a touchback, the drive starts at the 20-yard line. Referee Clay Martin has to lean into the Ravens huddle. I spotted the 35, so I stand corrected. Justice Hill in the backfield. 1st and 10 Ravens. 1:41 to play in the half. Lamar has 3 receivers spread to the right. He takes the snap. Chiefs rush 5. Lamar hit. Sidesteps a sack. Drifts to the left. Trying to extend the play. Now he'll tuck and run to the 35. And he's ushered out of bounds after a short gain to the 38-yard line. As Jaden Hicks forces him out of bounds. But Lamar does stop the clock with 1:31 left in the half.
And the Chiefs started off in zone coverage, playing soft, trying to prevent the big play over the top. Lamar was able to do a great job of avoiding the defensive end there, who was untouched, to make a play.
Ravens break the huddle. And the referee has reset the play clock to 1:33. It'll start with the snap. Lamar again spreads 3 receivers to the right. He stands in the shotgun. Justice Hill to his right. KC rushes 4. Jackson from the pocket under pressure. Now he throws the check down to Justice Hill near side 40. That'll step out of bounds at the 43-yard line. That'll be shy of a first down. He stops the clock with 1:27 left in the half, but the Ravens looking at a 3rd down and a long 1.
And right now you're anticipating pressure again from this Kansas City Chiefs defense. Got to have a quick answer to be able to get the ball out and continue to move the chains here.
3 receivers bunched now tight to the right. Lamar takes the snap. Steps up in the pocket. Under pressure. Flag is down. He fumbles the ball, and the Chiefs recover at the Ravens' 46-yard line. There is a flag down back in the backfield. And we'll see if that's a hold on the Ravens.
Holding. Offense number 77. The penalty's been declined. We had a fumble on the play recovered by the Chiefs. It's first down and 10.
And that has a potential for disaster as Drew Tranquil recovers the Lamar Jackson fumble. Lamar trying to escape the pocket. He tucked the ball away, but he ran into the back of his center, Tyler Linderbaum, and that's what jarred the ball free. Drew Tranquil falls on it, and now the Chiefs will take possession at the Ravens' 47-yard line with 1:20 left in the half, and Kansas City has all 3 of its timeouts. Patrick Mahomes to throw on first down. Slings it complete. Xavier Worthy sidesteps the tackle at the 45, jukes at the 40, and dives down at the 38-yard line with a 9-yard pickup on first down.
Yeah, this defense has been being put in some tough situations. You talk about protecting the ball being the number 1 key to the game. This is tough. You got to figure out a way to keep them out of the end zone here.
Mahomes fires near sideline, incomplete, looking for Hollywood Brown. That'll stop the clock with 54 seconds left in the half. KC with a 3rd down and a long 1.
And right now, Kansas City can run the ball. They can throw the ball. They still have a couple of timeouts left, so their flexibility on offense, there is no limit to what they can run here, which puts the Ravens in a tough spot because you can't anticipate anything.
And the Chiefs have already gone for it twice on 4th down, so you have to presume it's 4-down territory for KC. Chiefs 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions. This 3rd and a long 1. Mahomes inside handoff. Kareem Hunt, 2nd effort, pushes the pile. He's got the first down. And a timeout taken.
Result of the play is a first down. Timeout, Kansas City. 30 seconds.
So Andy Reid using his first timeout. Leave 48 seconds left in the half. And the Chiefs are already technically in Harrison Butker's scoring range. Obviously, Andy Reid is going for the touchdown. KC with 20 unanswered points, and the Ravens decimated by injuries. They don't have Roquan Smith at linebacker. They don't have their 3 starting defensive linemen. They don't have Marlon Humphrey. They have been wiped out by injuries leading up to and throughout this day. Mahomes will send 2 wide receivers to the right. Hollywood Brown and Tyquan Thornton. Travis Kelce splits tight to the left. Mahomes from the shotgun on first down. Steps back in the pocket. Now he's flushed it from behind, and he's sacked back at the 42-yard line. Tavius Robinson with a huge play for the Ravens defense. He forces Kansas City, at least temporarily, out of scoring range and forces Andy Reid to use his 2nd timeout.
And we were talking about someone having to get home, and that was a huge play there. Pushes them back. Yes, Harrison Buckner has a huge leg, and it's still possibly field goal range for him. However, that right there forced them to use that timeout. That's probably the most valuable thing that came out of that play, and it puts Kansas City in a tough spot. That now, yes, they have another timeout left. However, they're not sitting in the driver's seat like they were a few plays ago, and this Ravens defense has a little bit of momentum going into it.
And that is the first sack for Science, powered by Constellation. And the Chiefs now looking at a 2nd and 16 from the Ravens 42. Pacheco in the backfield. Ravens with 4 across the defensive front, 2 deep safeties. Mahomes takes the snap in the shotgun, drifts to his left, under pressure, slings it near side, complete. Hollywood Brown, he steps out of bounds at the 38-yard line, far shy of the first down. It'll be 3rd down and 12 with 36 seconds left in the half. Well, that does get the ball back into field goal range for Butker. From here, you're looking at about a 55-yard field goal try.
And that time the defense played a little soft there, but were able to generate pressure. Patrick Mahomes was not sitting in the pocket on that throw. He had to roll out to his left, and this is a huge play here.
Mahomes in the gun, empties the backfield, sends Travis Kelce to the left slot. 3 receivers spread out to the right. Ravens with 5 along the front. They bring blitz pressure. Mahomes under pressure, slings it incomplete into the Ravens bench area. And that time, Zach Orr brought Malachi Starks on the safety blitz, and the call works as he forces the kicking team on for Kansas City. And Harrison Butker, who so far in the first half has hit from 38 and 23 yards, will be trying a 56-yard field goal attempt. Butker this season has hit from 59. So we have a 56-yard try from the left hash mark. Harrison Butker. Kick is on the way. It is long enough. It is
no good.
No good. He hooked it wide to the left, and the defense comes through for the Ravens with a huge stop. And with 26 seconds left in the half, the Ravens will take possession of the ball near midfield with 2 timeouts remaining. So it's not done yet for the Ravens in the first half. Just a reminder, when the opponent misses a field goal, you get a free 6-piece McNuggets on the McDonald's app the next day. And if the opponent misses another field goal, you're upgraded to a free 10-piece. So with that miss, it means you get a free 6-piece McNuggets with a minimum $1 purchase on the McDonald's app tomorrow at participating restaurants. Lamar Jackson and the offense get another shot with 26 seconds left in the half. The ball is at the Ravens 47. Just in the backfield. Rush forward. Lamar steps in the pocket. He'll tuck and run. He's across midfield. Chiefs 45, Chiefs 40. And Lamar gets all the way down to the Kansas City 36, where John Harbaugh will take a timeout with 16 seconds left in the half.
Baltimore, their second. 30 seconds. Please set the game clock to 17 seconds.
We expected this to be a back-and-forth game, but not quite like this.
Not at all. And that was a great play there by Lamar Jackson. 9 times out of 10, the quarterback tries to get to the sideline there. That was a beautiful job of Lamar understanding that he did have a timeout to give. He stuck his foot in the ground, went vertical, and was able to pick up another 12 yards by being decisive getting up the field.
1st and 10 Ravens at the KC 36. This is well within Tyler Luke field goal range. Lamar in the shotgun. With 1 timeout to work with, takes the snap. Goes quickly, complete. Far sideline, Mark Andrews steps out of bounds with the reception at the Chiefs' 30-yard line and leaves 13 seconds left on the clock. So the Ravens can take another play to try to get either to the end zone on a big play or even closer for Tyler Luke.
And I think you take the side of trying to be aggressive here. The Chiefs have been playing a little softer, but the opportunity for a one-on-one will present itself there. You notice DeAndre Hopkins is in the game. He's backside one-on-one. I wouldn't be surprised at all if Lamar gives him a shot downfield.
Hopkins splits wide to the left, as Torrey points out. Lamar sends 3 receivers to the right. KC with 5 across the defensive front. Lamar takes the snap. Blitz pressure coming. Lamar fires far sideline. Incomplete. He was looking for Hopkins, but he was well covered on the play by Christian Roland Wallace. And the incompletion leaves 9 seconds left on the clock. All right, there's only 2 things you have to avoid here, Torrey. The sack or the turnover. You're in field goal range. You cannot afford either one of those plays.
And unfortunately, Lamar can't be a hero here either. You cannot waste time running around. Be decisive with the ball and live to get to the next play.
Lamar takes the snap. Chiefs rush 4. Lamar throws quickly. A sliding catch made by Mark Andrews at the 24-yard line. And John Harbaugh will take a timeout with 2 seconds left in the half. And here comes Tyler Loop.
Ruling on the field is a first down. Baltimore takes their third and final timeout of the half. 30 seconds.
This will be a 42-yard field goal try for Tyler Loop. Might be a 43. We're going to be a 43-yard try for Tyler Loop. And the Ravens rookie kicker, the first kicker ever drafted by the Ravens, will try to close the half with a positive note for this Ravens offense. They trail 20-7. A 43-yard try for Tyler Loop from the left hash mark. Nick Moore will have the snap. Jordan Stout the hold. Tyler Loop from 43. Kick on the way. It has the distance. It is right down the middle and good. And time has expired in the first half, with the Chiefs in front of the Ravens, 20-10 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Dude, did you order the new iPhone 17 Pro? Got it from Verizon, the best 5G network in America. I never looked so good.
You look the same.
But with this camera, everything looks better, especially me.
You haven't changed your hair in 15 years. Selfies? Check, please.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro, designed to be the most powerful iPhone ever. With eligible phone trade-in and unlimited ultimate. Any condition guaranteed. Best 5G source root metrics data, United States 1H 2025. All rights reserved. Trade-in and additional terms apply for all offers. See Verizon.com for details.
On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
America has an undeniable, unstoppable energy. At Constellation, our energy matches yours. We're generating electricity 24/7 with hydro, wind, solar, and the nation's largest carbon-free nuclear fleet. Enough clean energy to power 15 million homes today, and a commitment to helping you build a brighter tomorrow. Power on, America. Learn more at constellationenergy.com/poweron.
A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
Oh, I can't believe we blew a 5-touchdown lead.
Sure, but you got to feel like they were going to win for almost the entire game.
But I was about to buy playoff tickets.
So you were prepared for a good time. That's pretty nice.
It's the worst loss any team has ever had.
And you got to witness history.
Okay, we're done here.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Time for the halftime report. This is the Ravens Game Day Network.
Score first in Kansas City. They also score last, but in between was a nightmare. They go into the break, salvaging a little bit of this game as Kansas City's on top 20-10. And Arrowhead, let's bring in one of the men who was on the call, Torrey Smith. Torrey, the offense got a great start, but after that, it just looked like the game sped up on them. What is Steve Spagnuolo doing so well?
He's done a great job just blitzing, but I will tell you this. It's been less of what the Chiefs have been able to do. It is more about the mistakes the Baltimore Ravens have made. 2 turnovers. You cannot lose a turnover battle. Lamar fumbled once, and he had his first interception of the year. But on one drive, it was 2 pivotal mistakes, and the crowd noise here, it is electric here. It caused 2 delay of game penalties. When this team has been successful on first down, it's led to this offense moving the ball. So like we say week in and week out, no one stops the Ravens but the Ravens, and today has been a perfect example of that.
Great point. You also add into the fact that they had a turnover on downs. There's really been 3 short fields for Kansas City. Finally here, defensively, you have a couple of guys out. We knew they came in without their defensive line, Marlon Humphrey and Roquan Smith, questionable to come back. I mean, what do you do when you're down that many guys? It's just next man up?
It's always next man up, and I think you're going to see the leadership come into play here. A lot of guys are getting new opportunities, and his defense has been getting more pressure the last few drives than they have all year. So it's going to be key to see how they make adjustments at halftime and come out and figure out how to stop this team, because the momentum has been cut short a little bit there by getting that field goal. This defense has to find a way to get off the field the first drive of the game to get the offense back firing on all cylinders.
All right, Tori, appreciate it. We'll hear from you in the second half.
All right, see you soon.
That's Torrey Smith. Ravens go into the break in Kansas City down 20-10. Kansas City gets the ball first. We'll get to the first half highlights coming up here on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Coming up, the Maryland Lottery play of the first half.
Sports Centers all day and night on ESPN 630 are brought to you by NATCA, the National Air Traffic Controllers Association. They guide you home safely. For more info, visit them at natca.org. That's natca.org.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She could get a deal. Book telehealth if she feels.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Why? Why take a chance? Why risk a mistake? Why say something? We all have reasons why we choose to ignore the things that give us pause, that seem out of place, that don't feel right. The word why can either paralyze us or empower us to stand up and protect what we love. So if you see something, why do you say something?
I see safe for my family.
I see safe for my friends.
I see safe for my students.
We see safe for each other.
I see safe because all of this matters.
We all have something worth protecting, a why that unifies this community we're all a part of. So protect your everyday. Report suspicious activity to local authorities. If you see something, say something.
Happy kids heal faster. That's why Starlight Children's Foundation is dedicated to improving
WSBN Washington, ESPN 630, the sports capital. Your home for the Baltimore Orioles, the Baltimore Ravens, and UVA sports.
Feels out of reach, but that's where Starlight comes in. We provide entertainment through our gaming stations, comfort with our specially designed hospital gowns, play with our toy deliveries, and distraction through our virtual reality headsets. Starlight programs are what happiness is made of. The things that make being a kid special. The simple power of a smile. Delivered to over 800 hospitals across the country can make a lifetime of difference for sick kids. Learn more at starlight.org.
And the Ravens strike first in Week 4.
Yeah, Justice Hill's 11-yard touchdown reception. They put the Ravens up 7-0 with the PAT. Is your play of the first half, brought to you by Maryland Lottery. Kansas City would get the ball first, and it would be a quick start. They wanted to get Xavier Worthy, their speedy, talented wide receiver, involved early, coming back off of dislocating his shoulder. 15 yards for him. Add on a Marlon Humphrey face mask. On a 3rd and 2, incomplete, but they go for it on 4th and 2. It's Worthy again for a first down. This would get them down into field goal range for Harrison Butker.
Harrison Butker on for a 38-yard field goal try from the right hash mark. Butker's kick on the way, and it is tracking down the middle and good.
Yeah, made it 7-3. Ravens get the ball back, and Lamar Jackson sacked early, and not a good one. Had a lot of time, almost worked his way into that one, but he picks up 11 yards on a 3rd and 11 with a scramble. You have a DeAndre Hopkins big catch that gets wiped away from illegal formation, but the Ravens keep moving it with a Zay Flowers big catch, 16 yards, add on 15 for unnecessary roughness, and then Lamar with pressure in his face throws it up for Mark Andrews, but Leo Chanel of Kansas City changes the script.
Lamar drops to throw. Under pressure, running to the right, has to just chuck the ball to the right, and it is intercepted. Picked off at the 15-yard line. by Leo Chenal.
Yeah, first interception of the year for Lamar Jackson. So here come the Chiefs, and it's big. Their longest run of the season is an end around later to Xavier Worthy. He gets a 37-yard reception here. They work down once again, but the Ravens defense does stand tall. They force a field goal, makes it 7-6. Baltimore gets the football back. 2 delay of game penalties on this drive that backs them up. Also, an intentional grounding. You have Joseph Noteboom in at left tackle as Ronnie Stanley leaves this game. He's questionable with an ankle injury. Ravens end up punting. Here come the Chiefs again. Xavier Worthy, 35 yards once again. He's got 85 yards of total offense. And eventually they work it down inside, and the Chiefs go to Juju Smith-Schuster.
Hollywood Brown goes in motion. Mahomes takes the snap, fires to the end zone. He's got a man, he's got a touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster split a pair of Ravens defenders, and for the first time this afternoon, Kansas City is in front.
Yeah, Butker knocks through the extra point. It is a 13-7 Kansas City lead. 5 plays, 56 yards in just a little over 2.5 minutes. Roquan Smith ends up leaving the field later in this game. Hamstring, he's questionable return. Marlon Humphrey with a calf injury is questionable. We already know they're down their entire defensive line. It is tough sledding for Zach Gore and that defense right now against a Chiefs team that had been struggling on offense. Ravens offense trying to generate something. 4th and 1, disastrous.
Lamar in the shotgun. Chiefs bring blitz pressure up the middle. Lamar hit as he throws near sideline. It will sail incomplete. And Kansas City with a 4th down stop.
Yeah, later that would lead to Kansas City punching in an 8-yard touchdown reception from Isaiah Pacheco, and all of a sudden, Ravens were up 7-0. It's now 20-7. How about the Ravens offense again, trying to get something going, and they turn it over again.
Lamar takes the snap, steps up in the pocket, under pressure, flag is down, he fumbles the ball, and the Chiefs recover at the Ravens' 46-yard line.
Yeah, no forced fumble on this one. He ran into his own offensive lineman and not get free. The Ravens do keep the Chiefs at distance, force a lengthy field goal after Casey was trying to run it down. Harrison Butker misses from 56. Ravens rally late to get into field goal range. Tyler Loop as time expires.
From 43. Kick on the way. It has the distance. It is right down the middle and good. And time has expired in the first half.
So some positive momentum going into the second half. The Chiefs get the ball first. The Ravens have looked dreadful. 3 turnovers, but can they turn this around? 3 turnovers, count the turnover on downs. They have to slow it down. We'll see if they can do it. The second half action is up next on the Ravens Game Day Network.
The second half kick is straight ahead on the Ravens Game Day Network.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-936-9033. 800-936-9033. 800-936-9033.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
At Susan G. Komen, we believe that ending breast cancer needs all of us working together. Because if you've just been diagnosed and don't know where to turn, we've got you. If you can't afford the treatment you need, we've got you. And if you are driven to honor the loved one you've just lost, we have a place for you here. Because of you, we're supporting those who need help today while tirelessly searching for tomorrow's cures. Visit Komen.org and be a part of our Susan G. Komen community today.
When you're high, you feel different. But if you feel different, you drive different. So don't drive high. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Third quarter, brought to you by Safeway.
Chiefs will have the ball first to start the second half. They won the opening toss, elected to defer. Tyler Loop's kickoff, high end over end. It will come down at the 1. Rashard Smith brings it across the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Steps over a tackler and gets out to the 35-yard line where Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs will go to work. Well, the Ravens scored first, and the Ravens scored last in the opening half. Their first drive was the Justice Hill touchdown. And this season, for every Ravens touchdown, Baltimore area Toyota dealers donate $500 to Kennedy Krieger. That Justice Hill touchdown means another $500 for Kennedy Krieger from Toyota. The Chiefs with 17 second quarter points. Start the third quarter, 1st and 10 at their 35. Moving from our left to right. Mahomes gives it to Xavier Worthy on the jet sweep, and he slides down outside the numbers at the 40-yard line with a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, they're coming out of the half, and typically you'll see each team's best offensive drive being their first one. They've had the opportunity to scheme them up and see what they like. So looking at their first play, attacking the edges, it may have been something that they saw by evaluating this game to start this game off with their jet sweep to attack the edges.
Ravens with a 4-man front, single high safety. Chiefs have Mahomes in the shotgun on 2nd down and 5. Inside handoff to Pacheco, and he powers his way forward to the 44-yard line where it will be 3rd down and 1. Twice in the first half, Kansas City went for it and converted on 4th down. Once in the first half, the Ravens went for it and failed to convert on 1st down. That, along with a Lamar Jackson fumble and a Lamar Jackson interception, pretty much the difference in this game. There's no more room for error for the Ravens. They have to make plays, not mistakes. 3rd down and 1. And a whistle prior to the snap.
Timeout.
Andy Reid threw the red challenge flag on the last call, saying it was spotted shy of the 1st down.
Kansas City is challenging the ruling on the field of the previous play that the runner was short of the line to gain. Timeout.
Coach's challenge brought to you by Goal Vision. We'll find out the verdict when we come back. 13:42 to play. 3rd quarter in Kansas City, where the Chiefs lead the Ravens 20-10 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
We hope you never need us, but if you're ever injured in an accident, we'll handle everything with trusted guidance and personal attention so you can focus on what matters most. Your recovery. Rice Law. Best advice, call Rice.
RiceLawMD.com.
When someone treats you like family, you remember it. That's why so many clients send their loved ones to Rice Law, because we don't just handle cases, we take them personally. Rice Law. Best advice, call Rice.
RiceLawMD.com.
Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings could up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Ravens fans, SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Ravens flock and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Ravens games or to any other live event in Baltimore, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Baltimore Ravens. SeatGeek.
Let's go! Safeway is your headquarters for tailgating. This season, when you're preparing for the next Ravens game, make sure to pick up all your favorite Ravens products, including Coca-Cola and Frank's Red Hot. Stop by your nearest Safeway or have your order delivered right to your doorstep. And don't forget to check out the Tailgaters page at BaltimoreRavens.com for tailgating special offers, contests, and recipes. Safeway, the official supermarket of the Baltimore Ravens.
Down as they respot the ball right at the 45-yard line of Kansas City. Chiefs moving now from our left to right. The shadows from the stadium have moved entirely across the field, so sunshine will not be an issue for the rest of this game. Still quite warm here, mid-80s in Kansas City. And the Chiefs operating with a 10-point lead, 20-10. The Ravens defense decimated to start this game, and the injuries continue. During the game, they've lost Roquan Smith to a hamstring injury in the first half, as well as Marlon Humphrey to a calf injury. Neither player has returned. So you have Trenton Simpson playing in place of Roquan Smith, and you have undrafted rookie free agent Keon Martin playing in the slot corner in place of Marlon Humphrey. Patrick Mahomes will hand it off to Pacheco, who's got a big hole. Ravens 45 and down to the 44-yard line. He'll pick up 11 and a Chiefs back-to-back first down.
Yeah, the Chiefs did a great job. Inside run there, inside zone. Wide open crease. Pacheco hit it full steam ahead. It was untouched until he got past the linebackers.
Rushing yards about even in this game. Chiefs with 75, Ravens with 76. We didn't see much of Derrick Henry in the first half. He only had 4 carries. Let's see what his playing time looks like in the second half. 1st and 10. Mahomes in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Ravens rush 4. Clean pocket from Mahomes. He throws it, and it's wide open, complete. Xavier Worthy at the 20-15, and taken out of bounds there by Kyle Hamilton. As Xavier Worthy now has his 5th catch of the game. He missed the last 3.5 games with an injury that he suffered early in the season, but he has come back hot today. 5 catches, 83 yards, and the Chiefs are back in the Old Bay red zone, 1st and 10 at the Ravens 15. On this opening drive of the third quarter, Pacheco in the backfield. He'll get the carry, working off left tackle, and he'll squeeze between a small gap, gets down to about the 12-yard line. He'll pick up 3 on first down.
And right now, that was a big play by the Kansas City offense. Uzier fell down outside on his route, and it was just free yards for Xavier Worthy. You could have made an argument that there may have been a little bit of a push-off there, but it wasn't called. He did a great job getting upfield. And that was a tough, big play by Kansas City to have to hold up here in the run game.
It'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Chiefs. Rashard Smith to the left of Mahomes, who takes the snap in the shotgun. Mahomes over the middle, fires, touchdown. His target was wide open. Tyquan Thornton split the Ravens coverage. And the 4th-year wide receiver out of Baylor has his 3rd touchdown of the season, and the Chiefs are about to go up 17 points.
And that ball there was just thrown on time. He runs a seam post and was able to cross Kyle Hamilton's face, and again, it's just a perfect ball by Patrick Mahomes to beat the zone coverage.
Harrison Butker trying to make it a 27-10 Chiefs lead. His extra point try is good. 11:51 to play. 3rd quarter in Kansas City, and the Ravens have some catching up to do. It's the Chiefs 27, the Ravens 10 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Air traffic controllers guide tens of thousands of flights every day, getting passengers and cargo to their destination safely. Aviation professionals always answer the call, but they can't do it alone. We must invest in modern equipment, facilities, and controller staffing. NATCA, we guide you home.
Transitioning out of the military, it's difficult. Just about everything around you changes. I would get phone calls that brothers were dying, some of them to suicide. And I'd found myself in another cold cemetery. And I started to wonder if I was next. It's a struggle to know that you're facing challenges, but not be ready to face them. Sleep doesn't come easy, and when it comes, it doesn't last long. You're tired all the time. I didn't reach out for that help, but thank God my wife did. She got me registered for Wounded Warrior Project. Talking to somebody that would listen to me and understood my story helped me realize that it was time to change. There's a new fight, there's a new mission, and that's something I am eternally grateful for.
See how we help warriors combat stigma at woundedwarriorproject.org/combat stigma.
When kids need medical care, they will often face stressful and life-changing experiences. From long treatments to hospital stays, they will miss out on the things that make being a kid fun. Since 1982, Starlight Children's Foundation transformed the in-hospital experience for 17 million seriously ill kids in 800 children's hospitals and facilities across the United States. Our state-of-the-art programs like Starlight Virtual Reality, Starlight Hospital Wear, and Starlight Gaming allow kids to experience a moment of happiness, no matter the circumstance, so they can enjoy being a kid. Learn more at starlight.org. That's starlight.org.
Third quarter of today's broadcast brought to you by Safeway. 11:51 to play. Quarter number 3 in Kansas City, where the Chiefs lead the Ravens 27-10. The Chiefs opening the second half with a touchdown drive. And now the Ravens offense has to get it back in gear. The Ravens defense has been decimated by injuries. The offense has been dinged up as well, with Ronnie Stanley leaving in the first half, aggravating the ankle injury he suffered a week ago. Harrison Butker will hit a low end-over-end kick, taken by Justice Hill to 5. Crosses the 15, 20, 25, and he'll be taken down at the 30-yard line, where Lamar Jackson and the offense start this drive. Lamar Jackson, so far in this game, 12 of 18, 108 yards passing, 1 touchdown, but 1 interception. 1 of 2 first-half turnovers by the Ravens.
And the difference in this game is the turnovers. You know, it's a completely different ball game, and it's a lot more competitive at this moment. Right now, you can't try to be a hero, take it one drive at a time. This game is far from over.
Ravens will start in the I formation. Derrick Henry, the deep back, Lamar under center. On first down, they give it to Henry. Running to the left side, gets to the 35-yard line. He absorbed a big hit from Brian Cook, but still pushed forward to pick up 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. I like that. The Ravens open up, getting Derrick Henry re-involved in this offense.
And when you talk about how the game started, this looks consistent to how all of his carries have been so far today. They've been very productive. I love that they didn't just straight out forget about him to start the half. Don't feel like you have to get it all done in one moment. Have a positive drive and build from there.
Lamar steps into the shotgun, fakes the inside handoff, keeps it on the read option, gets across the 40-yard line out to the 43, and that's good for a Ravens first down. Again, so Lamar, nice job and good decision-making on keeping the ball in the read option.
Yeah, absolutely. It's consistent with what we saw in the first half, right? Just being balanced, taking what is there by Lamar. This run game has been, I don't want to say it's been abandoned, but Derrick Henry along the lines has not been used the way that he could have been used to stay ahead of the sticks. They're right on pace.
Only had 31 yards rushing on 4 carries in the first half. Back to the I formation. Mitchell Payton in front of Henry. Lamar from under center, 1st and 10 at the Ravens 42. Moving from our right to left. Lamar, the play action. Steps back to throw, looking over the middle, under pressure. Now he runs to the right, lobs it, and he's got a man wide open. Rashad Bateman at the 35-yard line. Steps out of bounds at the 34, and that is good for a Ravens first down. Derrick Henry was at about the 40-yard line, and that ball sailed over his head, and you could almost feel his disappointment because he thought Lamar overthrew him, but he had Rashad Bateman open at the 35. A 24-yard gain in the offense on the move.
Excellent job by Rashad Bateman doing a scramble drill. One of the things that this team is very accustomed to, and an excellent play by Lamar Jackson.
Now Lamar will put 2 receivers to either side of the line. He stands in the shotgun, takes the snap, blitz pressure coming. Lamar throws down the middle. Zay Flowers with a great reach-out grab, and he's down to the 20-yard line, a gain of 14. First down, Ravens.
Yeah, we had the opportunity to talk to Coach Harbaugh before the game, and he mentioned man-to-man coverage. That right there was the perfect example of one-on-one beating your guys. Excellent job by Zay Flowers.
Ravens go no huddle to give it to Henry, and he plows his way down close to the 15-yard line, a gain of 5. And the Ravens in the Old Bay red zone on their first possession in the second half.
And this is very consistent with what we've seen throughout the game on the offensive side of the ball. No one's been able to stop the Ravens but the Ravens. And right now you have to continue this momentum and finish with a touchdown.
Ravens go double tight ends to the right. Derrick Henry alone in the backfield. They give it to Henry, running along the left hash mark, and the King stretches down to just inside the 12-yard line. It'll be third down at about 1.5 yards for the Ravens. They have to get right to the 10-yard line for a first down. Trailing by 17, 8:35 left to play in the third quarter. And the Ravens looking for a crucial third down conversion here. They are 3 of 6 on third down so far this afternoon. Justice Hill checks into the backfield. Lamar will have 2 receivers and his tight end set to the right. Tylan Wallace split at the numbers to the left. Lamar takes the snap. Looking to the right. Patient. Now he escapes the pocket. Hit from behind and sacked. He'll lose a couple of yards back to the 14. And the Ravens will have to trot the kicking team on because it would be 4th and 4. And Tyler Loop, who closed out the first half with a 43-yard field goal, will try to make it a 2-score game. You hate to see this drive, which started back at the 30-yard line, end with a field goal attempt. It'll be a 32-yard try for Loop. Nick Moore will have the snap. Jordan Stout the hold. Tyler Loop from the right hash mark. 32-yard try. Loop's kick is up, and it is good. 7:22 to play, third quarter in Kansas City. It is a 2-touchdown game. Chiefs 27, Ravens 13 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Ravens fans, visit BaltimoreRavens.com to enter for a chance to become the Southwest Airlines captain of the game. You could win tickets to a 2025 Ravens home game, custom jersey, Southwest Airlines Rapid Rewards bonus points, and much more.
At DraftKings, we're all about responsible gaming. Sometimes you got to know when to hold up. There are no locks or sure things, so know when to fold up. It's more fun when it's for fun. So play responsibly. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, 21 plus, age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction.
Some things never go out of style, like trust, reliability, and driving a Toyota. Take the legendary Camry, defined by comfort and performance, or the smart and efficient Corolla, built to move you forward with style. Need muscle? The powerful Tundra is ready for big jobs and even bigger adventures. And the bold Tacoma, built to take on trails, highways, and everything in between. Hurry in. Offers end September 30th. Toyota, let's go places.
This Ravens season, get in the game at Safeway and enter their Flock In and Win sweepstakes for your chance to win Ravens tickets, autographed jerseys, helmets, or more. Download the Safeway app or visit Safeway.com/flockinandwin for more details. Safeway makes sure Ravens fans have all their game day needs to tailgate or host like a pro. Pick up the featured Ravens items of the week: Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite, and Topo Chico Sabores. Safeway, the official supermarket of the Baltimore Ravens.
Ravens flock, did you see that? The Browns' missed field goal means you get a free 6-piece McNuggets with a minimum $1 purchase tomorrow on the McDonald's app at participating restaurants. Download the app and flock to McDonald's for this great deal.
Third quarter, brought to you by Safeway.
7:22 left in the third quarter. Ravens trailing 27-13. Tyler Loop capping the Ravens drive with a 32-yard field goal. But, Torrey, you don't climb back into a game trading field goals for touchdowns.
You don't, especially with the way this Kansas City offense is playing right now. Again, beautiful drive by the Ravens. You would have loved to have seen it finish with a touchdown, but again, 3 points is better than nothing. Hopefully this defense feeds off that energy and they're able to get a stop. It's been too many big plays right now.
Tyler Loop's kick will be fielded by Nick Remigio at the 4. Crosses the 15-20. 25 hit and spun. Look out, he's got room. He's to the 40-yard line. Loop makes a play and gets Remigio out of bounds, but not until he gets all the way out near midfield. So the Ravens had Remigio stopped at the 25-yard line, but he spun out of a tackle and had the right side of the field wide open. Tyler Luke finally able to get him to the sideline and out of bounds, and they'll spot it at the Chiefs' 49-yard line.
And that's a touchdown-saving play by Tyler Luke, because oftentimes when you see that type of contact, everyone relaxes and you think the guy's going down. He spun right out of it and kept going up the sideline.
Patrick Mahomes starts the drive in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right. He throws it to the right. Kelsey has it, and he'll be taken down as he dives across the 45 to the Ravens' 44-yard line. He'll pick up close to 6 on first down.
We talk about making plays. That's not an ideal situation for Nate Wiggins to be one-on-one with Travis Kelsey, but he had the opportunity for that to be a very short play, but instead it allows Kansas City to be in a very manageable situation. And at this point, it's all 4-down territory for them, as aggressive as they're playing.
Kelsey with 5 catches so far this afternoon. 2nd down and 4 for the Chiefs. Mahomes fakes the inside handoff. Deep drop, pumps once. Looking to the left, has a man open. That's his tight end, Noah Gray. And Gray is taken down. A terrific open field tackle by Ravens backup cornerback Keon Martin, a young man whose name you haven't heard much since preseason, an undrafted rookie free agent out of Louisiana who made a tremendous play and now puts the Chiefs into a 3rd and 2.
Big time play there, and he's replacing Marlon Humphrey, who would have been in that position to make that play. One-on-one, he had about 10 yards on either side where the tight end could have went, and that's an amazing open field tackle on a guy that's 60 pounds heavier than you.
Marlon Humphrey and Roquan Smith have officially been ruled out for the rest of this game. On 3rd down, the give is to Kareem Hunt. He weaves his way inside the 40 and picks up a first down at the Ravens' 37-yard line.
That was a huge crease up the middle, and then inside zone play there by the Kansas City Chiefs. The young guys up the middle have been doing a decent job all day, but now someone's going to have to make a play to make sure you don't make it easy on the Chiefs. You have to make it tough. You cannot give up free yards like that up the middle of the field.
Ravens with a 4-man, now 5-man defensive front, 1 deep safety. It's Kyle Hamilton. Inside handoff, Kareem Hunt, and Hunt will be stopped for a very short gain at the 35-yard line. By that time, the right side of the Ravens defense led by C.J. Okoye, the young man from the NFL International Program, native of Nigeria, who did not start playing football until 2022. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, that's unbelievable. It goes to show his athleticism and his strength, and it was on full display there. He's the man anchor in the middle of this defense, and it went nowhere because he was able to stall the center out on his block.
That player profile brought to you by Autumn Lake Healthcare. 2nd down for the Chiefs. 2nd down and 9. Mahomes will throw from the shotgun. Quick release, complete. Juju Smith-Schuster has a first down at the 23-yard line, where he is brought down by Keon Martin and Teddy Buchanan, but not before he gets 14 yards and another Kansas City first down. And the Chiefs quite happy to burn a lot of clock as well. We're down to the 4-minute mark left in the 3rd quarter. Kansas City up 2 touchdowns, 27-13. Mahomes continues to operate out of the shotgun. Kareem Hunt in the backfield. 3 receivers bunched to the left. Quick toss complete. Down to the 15. Tripped up is Juju Smith-Schuster, and he'll get to the 12-yard line. Now that's good for 12 more yards and another Kansas City first down.
And that was just a little RPO there by Kansas City, a run-pass option. Defense sees a crease in that zone, and a great job by Juju Smith-Schuster of getting vertical up the field. There are a lot of soft spots in his zone right now, and Kansas City is doing an excellent job of getting the ball out on time, and that's the number one way to defeat zone coverage.
Chiefs bring in a 6th offensive lineman. Kareem Hunt, the lone back. Give us to Hunt, running to the right. He'll be stacked up at the 10-yard line after a 2-yard gain. 2:57 left in the 3rd quarter, and the Ravens are going to have to try to get the brakes on this Chiefs offense and see if they can't limit Kansas City to a field goal try that would make it a 3-score game, unless you can force a turnover, which the Ravens have not done yet this afternoon.
Yeah, turnover would be a beautiful thing, but right now you're for sure playing for 3, and you cannot allow them to make this 4-down territory. So this 2nd down here is key to trying to get them pushed back.
Mahomes throws quickly, complete to the 5-yard line. Terrific tackle by Kyle Hamilton on Xavier Worthy to get him out of bounds at the 5, and a flag is down on the far side of the field. Preliminary signals offside. Could be a Raven in a neutral zone. No, could be a false start.
Illegal formation on the offense as the tight end was covered up by the wide receiver. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Oh, you'll take that. Puts the Chiefs back to the 15-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and 14. Chiefs will make a couple of changes up front, bringing in their tight end, Noah Gray, and running back Rashard Smith. Smith has seen more action for the Chiefs today than he did in the first 3 games for Kansas City. 2:15 left, 3rd quarter. Kansas City up 2 touchdowns, 27-13. Mahomes in the shotgun on 2nd and 14 from the Ravens 15. Mahomes takes the snap. Ravens rush 4. Mahomes, pocket collapsing. He escapes, being tracked by Tavis Robinson, and will be backpedaling and fires to the end zone. Broken up at the 1-yard line, and a late flag thrown. A late flag thrown after Keon Martin appeared to make a terrific play on the ball. Referee Clay Martin huddling with his officiating crew. Patrick Mahomes did an amazing job staying relevant on that play.
Illegal forward pass. Offense number 15. 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Loss of down. It's 3rd down.
So Mahomes had crossed the line of scrimmage.
Very elusive play there by Patrick Mahomes. It looked like he was going to run there for a second, and he decided to backpedal and try to create a play, and just too far past the line of scrimmage.
So the penalties now back Kansas City up to the Ravens 20-yard line, and the Chiefs face a 3rd and 19. They have to get just inside the 2 for a 1st down.
Beyond and then return behind.
Mahomes has Rashard Smith, the rookie running back, with him in the backfield. He'll spread 3 receivers out across the left. Hollywood Brown split alone outside the numbers to the right. Mahomes in the shotgun. He's 22 of 32 for 242 yards and 3 touchdowns this afternoon. He takes the snap. Wants to throw a screen. He gets his man. Juju Smith-Schuster at the 15, and he'll be flung down at the 14-yard line. Good tackle on the play by Cheeto Awuzie. And the Ravens defense limits the Chiefs offense now to a field goal try. Harrison Butker hit 2 field goals in the first half. He missed from 56. This will be a much shorter try. It'll be a 30-yard try from the left hash mark. Butker has 3 misses so far this season. We'll back it up to make it officially a 31-yard field goal attempt from the left hash mark. Harrison Butker from 31. Kick is up, and it is good. And it's back to a 3-score Chiefs lead. 1:06 to play. 3rd quarter in Kansas City. It's the Chiefs 30, the Ravens 13 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Sprinkler Fitters Local Union 669 needs career-minded individuals with experience in the fire protection industry immediately. Start making more money than you are right now with a pension, health care, and more. Apprentices can start making money right now, too, while you earn to learn a career in the fire protection industry. With no student loans to pay off, go to sprinklerfitters669.org. Fire protection saves lives, protects homes, schools, and workplaces. For a fulfilling and rewarding career saving lives in fire protection, go to sprinklerfitters669.org today. This Ravens radio broadcast on ESPN 630 is presented in part by Coors Light.
At St. Jude, researchers are working around the clock to find new ways to combat the deadliest childhood cancers. This is a St. Jude moment.
My name is Joel, and I was diagnosed with osteosarcoma, which is bone cancer, and I came to St. Jude as a 7-year-old because doctors had discovered a tumor in my right shoulder. St. Jude was amazing early on. Even as a 7-year-old, they found a way to explain it to me, to have other people talk to me. That by the time I walked out of here 7 months after the amputation, I was fully adjusted using my left arm, so I could jump right back into school and have no qualms or no worries about that at all. So I'm lucky enough to be married to Lindsay, who is also another former St. Jude patient who I actually met at a St. Jude event. She was in the middle of her treatment. I had finished mine just a couple of years before and just told her I loved her. Luckily, she reciprocated, told me the same thing back, and we were fortunate enough to get married on the St. Jude campus.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Back then, we'd spend nights in front of the boob tube. We'd take our same seats, smoke cigarettes, and watch until the station played. We all smoked in those days. If that was you then, get your lungs screened now. Surviving lung cancer starts with a scan. Learn more at screenyourlungs.org. This PSA was made possible by industry funding and guidance from lung cancer patient groups.
Third quarter of this afternoon's broadcast brought to you by Safeway. Chiefs 30, Ravens 13, 1:06 remaining in the third quarter. Shadows have now completely swallowed up the playing surface here at Arrowhead. And the offense now, as you look to the rest of this game, even though there's still time left in the third quarter, you're likely as an offense, Tori, only going to get the ball at most 4 times, including this possession. In a 3-score game, that means you got to score virtually every time you have the ball.
You have to, and the other side of it is you're hoping your defense figures out a way to get you the ball back.
Rasheen Ali bobbles a kickoff. He gets to the 15, and he's taken down to the 17-yard line. Not the return the Ravens wanted there.
It's about just eliminating the negative plays, and that's been the story of the day as to why this Ravens team is behind in terms of the turnovers. However, it is not over.
Nope.
As an offense, you can't look. This is the time where you're on the sideline, don't look at the scoreboard. You have to keep chopping wood one play at a time. And if you're able to get a big play down the field, that could potentially flip the momentum in your favor because you're fighting the clock now just as much as the Chiefs.
And a quarterback change for the Ravens as Cooper Rush is now in the game. And Rush drops to throw. Swing pass complete to Mark Andrews, but he's buried right at the line of scrimmage outside the numbers. We don't have a report on Lamar Jackson. And Cooper Rush steps back into the shotgun with Derrick Henry to his left. Rush takes the snap, throws quickly, complete to Andrews at the 20. That'll be good for 4 yards. It'll set up a 3rd down and 6. Lamar Jackson has been injured. We don't know the exact specifics of the injury. But now on a day that has been just littered with injuries, Lamar Jackson is out of the game. And the flag is thrown as Mark Andrews is trying to get the Chiefs drawn offside, and he'll succeed as he got a Menayu caught in the neutral zone. So that'll set up a 3rd
offside.
and 1.
Defense number 90. 5-yard penalty. It's still 3rd down.
From the 25-yard line.
And I'm interested in seeing what's going on with Lamar Jackson. Obviously, it's tough when you lose your
This
MVP.
is the end of the third quarter.
And we have reached the end of the third quarter with Lamar Jackson out of the game, suffering a hamstring injury. He is questionable to return. But we will return ourselves after this for the fourth quarter. After 3 quarters in Kansas City, it's the Chiefs 30, the Ravens 13 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
When the Ravens take the field, Baltimore stands united. And just like your favorite team, APG Federal Credit Union is built on trust, teamwork, and hometown pride. Whether you're saving for season tickets or tackling your next big goal, APG Federal Credit Union has your back with great rates, local service, and a game plan for your financial future. Join the team that's proud to cheer for the Ravens and proud to serve you. APG Federal Credit Union, serving Baltimore City and Baltimore, Harford, and Cecil counties. Federally insured by NC
NCUA.
You're not just a homeowner. You're also a bug in the basement with the frightening number of legs owner. Fortunately, you've got heating and cooling built and tested to keep going. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Visit MidAtlanticComfort.com and bring home a new American Standard heating and cooling unit, rated the highest in customer satisfaction year after year. Built to a higher standard, American Standard Heating and Cooling and MidAtlanticComfort.com. That's MidAtlanticComfort.com.
A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
Oh, I can't believe we blew a 5-touchdown lead.
Sure, but you got to feel like they were going to win for almost the entire game.
But I was about to buy playoff tickets.
So you were prepared for a good time. That's pretty nice.
It's the worst loss any team has ever had.
And you got to witness history.
Okay, we're done here.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
For 20 years, the Ravens have chosen MedStar Health as their medical team, trusting us to provide winning care on and off the field. We're proud to be the team behind your team for every training camp, every game, and every playoff run, every time. So why do the Ravens and the flock trust MedStar Health? Because after 20 years together, there's nothing we can't tackle. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
Fourth quarter, brought to you by Toyota.
And the fourth quarter begins under an avalanche of injuries for the Ravens. It's Cooper Rush at quarterback, with Lamar Jackson on the sideline with a hamstring injury. In this game, the Ravens have lost left tackle Ronnie Stanley, linebacker Roquan Smith, corner Marlon Humphrey, and now Lamar on third down to give us to Derrick Henry, and he is hit and swallowed up shy of the first down. He'll lose a yard back to the 24. And the Ravens are going to have to go for it on 4th down and 2 as Mark Andrews checks in, along with Justice Hill and Tylan Wallace. Oh, boy.
Yeah, this is tough right here. But this is consistent with what we know. It's an obvious pass situation. And
Cooper Rush takes the snap on 4th down and 2. Deep drop, slings it near side, and it sails incomplete. He wanted Rashad Bateman. He was covered. And Cooper Rush and the offense walk to the sideline as they turn it over on downs at the Ravens' 25-yard line.
Yeah, this isn't an ideal situation at all. I'm talking about an offense that when your star quarterback is out, it's like deflating a balloon. But it's when you have this type of talent, but the injuries are starting to show their ugly face with this team right now. Kansas City has all the momentum. The stadium is electric, and the defense just has to find a way to get the ball back and make a play.
Patrick Mahomes with Isaiah Pacheco in the backfield. He'll give it to Pacheco, running to the right side, cuts it inside the numbers, and slams forward to the 20-yard line. He'll get 5 on the play. And you would have to think Andy Reid is going to be quite content with taking 35 seconds off the clock each play and just trying to pound the ball in the direction of the end zone. The Ravens knew they came into Kansas City outmanned because of injuries to start the day, with their entire starting defensive line knocked out with injuries. But things have just snowballed on the injury front since then. And now Lamar Jackson on the sideline, and the Chiefs back knocking at the door. Mahomes from the shotgun. Delayed handoff fake. Throws over the middle. It sails high and incomplete to Juju Smith-Schuster. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for Kansas City.
That's well covered on the back end by Nate Wiggins. And right now, it's a great opportunity for this defense to continue to show that they're fighting, they're bending, but they're not breaking. I know the score doesn't show it, but this defense has made some plays at times. But in the NFL, it's not about doing it at times. It's about being consistent. And that's why the score looks currently how it does at 30-13.
3rd down and 5 for Kansas City. Mahomes in the shotgun, takes the snap, throws complete out of the backfield. Pacheco steps over a tackler and scrambles, but he'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. Nate Wiggins made the tackle, and he's shaken up at the end of the play. Terrific play by Nate Wiggins for an open field hit, but Pacheco slammed into Wiggins, and now the medical team is out to take a look at the Ravens' second-year cornerback. We'll step aside with 13:25 to play in the game, and the Chiefs in front 30-13 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Football is here. The snacks are out, the games are on, and your lucky jersey remains unwashed. But it's just not football season until you've played Ravens scratch-offs from the Maryland Lottery. Play now for a chance to win up to $200,000 instantly. You can also enter non-winning tickets into second chance drawings for chances to win $10,000, season tickets for 20 years, or a trip for 2 to Cincinnati for an away game. Kick off some fun with Ravens scratch-offs. Please play responsibly.
Okay, huddle up. We've got the chance to make our homeownership dreams come true with MarylandHomeownership.com. Downfield, webinars happen monthly with local experts. Lynn, grab buyer toolkits.
Got it.
And Pete, eyes on down payment assistance and financial education.
Yep.
Let's get started on this pathway to homeownership.
Yeah.
This is our moment. We've got the resources with MarylandHomeownership.com. Homeowner on 3. 1, 2, 3. Homeowner.
Yeah.
Buy a home with confidence. Get in the game with MarylandHomeownership.com, the playbook that takes you home.
Wawa hoagies are a winning pick for game day. Every hoagie is built to order with the ingredients you crave. Choose your favorite, like a toasted cheesesteak, meatball, or Italian. There's a hoagie for every mood and every appetite. Order ahead for pickup or delivery on the Wawa app. Planning for the game? Wawa Catering has you covered. Make your game day a winner with Wawa hoagies, snacks, and drinks. Order ahead at WawaCatering.com. Wawa is the official hoagie of the Baltimore Ravens.
Touchdowns! On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
13:25 left to play, fourth quarter in Kansas City, with the Chiefs up 30-13, and the Chiefs will go for it on 4th and 1 from just outside the 15-yard line. Fourth quarter of today's broadcast brought to you by Toyota. Chiefs have converted on both of their fourth down attempts this afternoon. Mahomes sets under center. Rolls to the right. Throws. Touchdown. Hollywood Brown on the back end of the reception. And the Chiefs have just put this one away. A 15-yard touchdown for Patrick Mahomes, his fourth touchdown of the afternoon. Third time the Chiefs convert on a fourth down attempt. And now it's just mission impossible.
Yeah, you don't want to say that you're throwing in the towel. However, math and time and the way this offense is playing is telling you there's not enough time left in this game.
Extra point attempt is good, and the Chiefs now lead 37-13. Well, especially considering you don't have Lamar Jackson, you don't have Ronnie Stanley. And the Ravens appear locked in for a crash course with the loss column at a 1-3 start. The last time the Ravens got off to a 1-3 start was 2015. They finished the year with 5 wins and obviously missed the postseason. Any team in the NFL since 1995 that starts at 1-3 has less than a 15% chance of making the postseason. So it is an enormous uphill slog from here. Next week the Ravens will return home, but they will face a now rejuvenated Houston Texans team that got their first win of the season today. A shutout, 26-0 victory. So they'll come to Baltimore fired up. And who knows who the Ravens will have available to play. Roquan Smith, Marlon Humphrey, Ronnie Stanley, Lamar Jackson, all sidelined with injuries today. The kick will be taken by Justice Hill. Brings it across the 20, 25, 30. Runs into his own man, TJ Tampa, and tumbles down at the 32-yard line. It's Cooper Rush at quarterback for the rest of the way.
Well, you know the odds aren't in the Ravens' favor when you talk about the math of the playoffs and all that looking down the line. But I'd say the majority of those teams that were 1-3, they weren't as good as this team is. So it's not over, and the state of the division allows room to feel comfortable about where you are.
Cooper Rush in the shotgun with Justice Hill to his left. Zay Flowers will go in motion as Rush takes the snap, throws it to Zay Flowers, cuts in but stumbles, gets back on his feet after he collided with his own teammate. He bumped into his left guard, Andrew Voorhees, lost his footing, stumbled back to his feet, and picks up about 6 on the play. Mark it a 7-yard gain, 2nd and 3. Cooper Rush from the shotgun takes the snap, throws far side, back shoulder, bullet incomplete. He was looking for Rashad Bateman. Now we pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Ravens Game Day Network.
WSBN Washington, ESPN 630, the sports capital. Your home for the Baltimore Orioles, the Baltimore Ravens, and UVA Sports.
It is 3rd down and 3 for the Ravens from their 37-yard line. Moving from our left to right. Chiefs showing all-out blitz. Cooper Rush takes the snap, steps up, throws incomplete. He threw it behind Zay Flowers. And the punt team starts to come on the field, but the coaches hold them back. Cooper Rush will go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, I think at this moment, I know people think the smart decision is to go and punt and play it safe because of the score and the time of the game, but I think this goes to show the mentality of not throwing in the towel and still playing to win.
Ravens 0 for 2 on 4th down tries this afternoon. They're looking at a 4th and 3 from their 37. Cooper Rush, 2 receivers either side. Chiefs rush 4. Rush steps back in the pocket, steps up, he's flushed to the left, throws, complete, good for a 1st down as Zay Flowers is able to slither his way along the far sideline and pick up the 1st down, a 4th down conversion. And the offense will stay on the field and go hurry up with 12:11 to play. But the Ravens are in a huge hole, trailing 37-13. Cooper Rush takes the snap, throws a check down. Justice Hill has it, Chiefs territory, sheds one tackler, spins his way free. And with a second effort, gets it down to the 40-yard line. He'll pick up 13 on the play and another 1st down.
And the Chiefs are playing a soft zone coverage there, dropped everybody. Cooper Rush didn't hesitate, got the ball out of his hands quickly to his check down to Justice Hill, and he put a nasty spin move on the defender to pick up that 1st down.
And with a 24-point deficit, we'll see a lot of Justice Hill and not much Derrick Henry. Cooper Rush to throw on 1st down, throws complete. Zay Flowers has it at the 35-yard line. Look at 5 on the play. Derrick Henry this afternoon, 8 carries, 42 yards. If he doesn't get any more yards, it'll be the first time in 7 years he will have gone 3 consecutive games with less than 50 yards.
That's tough.
Cooper Rush on 2nd and 5, ball at the Chiefs 35. Takes the snap, throws complete to Justice Hill out of the backfield. He jukes his way, but just back to the line of scrimmage where Jaden Hill forces him out of bounds and sets up a 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, I think you're at the point of the game now where you're not going to see Derrick Henry unless they're down in the low red zone trying to hammer it home. And right now this is a passing situation due to time and allowing Cooper Rush the opportunity to try to make a play.
An obvious 4-down territory. Tyler Wallace splits wide to the left. DeAndre Hopkins wide to the right. Rush in the shotgun on 3rd and 5. Takes the snap, looking to the right. Under pressure, pirouettes out of trouble. Now he slings it far side, incomplete. He wanted Tylan Wallace, but that's Cooper Rush at quarterback, not Lamar Jackson. He made a nice move to avoid the sack, but he then had to run to his left, and he was not able to throw it accurately, and that puts the Ravens in another 4th down. 4th down and 5 with 10:18 left to play, trailing by 24. And if the deficit isn't concerning enough, the list of injuries is even a bigger problem for this team as it moves forward, likely saddled with a 1-3 record. 4th down and 5. Cooper Rush at quarterback takes the snap. Blitz pressure coming. He throws complete. Zay Flowers, he's going to be tackled after a gain of only 1. And the Chiefs will take over on downs at the Kansas City 35. 10-12 left to play in week 4. It's all Chiefs today in Kansas City. KC 37, Ravens 13 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Planning a move? Von Paris Moving and Storage will handle all the details. Whether your move is within the state of Maryland, across the country, or overseas, Von Paris can customize their services to meet your needs and budget. Their relocation experts will provide a free no-obligation estimate and answer any questions or concerns about your upcoming household or office moving requirements. Call Von Paris Moving and Storage today at 410-888-8500 or visit vonparis.com. Von Paris, always going the extra mile since 1892. Proud to be the official mover of the Baltimore Ravens.
Some things never go out of style, like trust, reliability, and driving a Toyota. Take the legendary Camry, defined by comfort and performance, or the smart and efficient Corolla, built to move you forward with style. Need muscle? The powerful Tundra is ready for big jobs and even bigger adventures. And the bold Tacoma, built to take on trails, highways, and everything in between. Hurry in. Offers end September 30th. Toyota, let's go places.
Looking for a smarter way to do your banking? At APG Federal Credit Union, you're the MVP. We're not for profit, so you get lower fees, better rates, and a team that puts you first. No fine print, just hometown service with real heart. So while the Ravens crush it on the field, you can crush your financial goals. Visit apgfcu.com and become a member today. That's apgfcu.com. Serving Baltimore City and Baltimore, Harford, and Cecil counties. Federally insured by NCUA.
Dude, did you order the new iPhone 17 Pro? Got it from Verizon, the best 5G network in America. I've never looked so good.
You look the same.
But with this camera, everything looks better, especially me.
You haven't changed your hair in 15 years. Selfies? Check, please.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro, designed to be the most powerful iPhone ever. With eligible phone trade-in and unlimited ultimate. Any condition guaranteed. Best 5G source root metrics data, United States, 1H 2025. All rights reserved. Trade-in and additional terms apply for all offers. See Verizon.com for details.
Fourth quarter, brought to you by Toyota.
Oh, and it is a long 4th quarter. 10-12 left to play. Ravens trailing 37-13. If you're joining us late, the Ravens actually led 7-0 in this game. And then the wheels came off in the training room. Ronnie Stanley left with an aggravated ankle injury. On defense, Roquan Smith left. Marlon Humphrey left. Lamar Jackson left with a hamstring injury. Now Nate Wiggins is out. On first down, they give it to Kareem Hunt. He carries the ball out to the 40-yard line, a 5-yard gain. Tori, are you feeling okay? Because you might be the last healthy member of the organization left.
Yeah, and I'm not even healthy with this bum knee I have. So, I mean, it's crazy just thinking about how this team is injury-wise. Right? There's nothing you can do to prepare for this. It's almost like a video game, the amount of guys that are hurt and the way that it's happening. I can't describe it. I'm not sure if I've ever seen anything like it. I felt like that a few years ago. We're like, man, guys are getting hurt. But this is a little bit different because it's in season and it's happening actively. It's kind of crazy to watch.
On second down, inside handoff. Kareem Hunt pushing the pile forward. He'll get out to the 43-yard line, and that's where the defense will stop him, setting up a 3rd down and 2. Fans have started to make their way to the exit. Happy fans here in Kansas City. It's going to be a tough week ahead for the Ravens as they have to do a lot of waiting and seeing on the severity of these injuries. When you talk about hamstrings, those could be weeks. We've seen it with Kyle Van Noy. He has not returned from his hamstring. A hamstring could be, it could be a week, but it could be a month. Ronnie Stanley with the ankle. He tried to go today, but wasn't able to get very far into this game. And now so many star players who will be questionable moving forward. Mahomes throws a swing pass to Xavier Worthy, who picks up the first down on the far side of the field at the 46-yard line. And the Chiefs will hold on to the ball with 8:34 left to play.
You talk about the injuries and how you can't really prepare for it. I know it's going to sound crazy because the Chiefs will win this game, right? It's just not mathematically possible to really get it done at this point unless they decide to hand them the ball and let them score, right? And that's not going to happen. But for this Ravens team, the focus has to be on health, right? Any other team, 1-3, I get what the numbers say, 15% chance they would make it, but that's just not what this team is capable of. It's very frustrating, but I still think you have to look at the glasses half full with Lamar Jackson being your quarterback, and you have to pray for the best for all their soft tissue injuries.
Kareem Hunt will carry close to midfield. Look at 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6. And to your point, Tori, you come out of a game where you lose by a margin this wide. Normally you're talking strategic adjustments, technique. The first thing you've got to figure out is who do the Ravens have healthy moving forward, and how long do they have to wait for their playmakers?
Yeah.
We've talked about C.J. Okoye, a young man who's played football only 3 years, seeing a lot of reps at defensive line. Keon Martin, an undrafted rookie free agent at corner. Trenton Simpson didn't play at all last week, getting all the snaps now at inside linebacker. Give us to Kareem Hunt. The Ravens will gang tackle him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Odafe Owe makes the stop. So now compounded with the back-to-back loss here today in Kansas City. The Ravens look forward to a home game next week against Houston, followed by a home game against the Rams. And they won't know, likely till midweek, who they're going to have available.
Yeah, and this makes it tough because you can't predict it. I mean, literally, there are bigger fish to fry in understanding who's capable of being healthy on the roster. There are a lot of decisions that will have to be made over the next week to make sure this team is ready to compete.
On 3rd down, Isaiah Pacheco will carry. He works the right side. Second effort. He'll stretch it close to the first down inside the 45. He'll be about 6 inches shy. No reason to think Andy Reid won't go for it just to kill the clock. The Chiefs have been unstoppable today on 4th down. A perfect 3 for 3, as were the Lions a week ago. Patrick Mahomes and the offense stay out on the field. Andy Reid's dominance over the Ravens continues. 7-2 against his former assistant John Harbaugh. On 4th down, the give to the ground game. And Kareem Hunt picks up the first down as he gets the ball to the Ravens 43.
Yeah, this is a tough situation for the team. Obviously Kansas City is in a position to continue to milk the clock, and now the focus as a team is about morale. Yes, health is number one, but now it's about keeping the energy high. And you hate to feel like it's a panic situation, but because it's not in terms of where you are in the season. I mean, hypothetically speaking, you can still win, 10 more games and be in 10, 12 more games, still be in a perfect spot. But where you are right now, you have to make sure you don't lose focus of what's made this team as tight as they've been.
Nice play by Chido Awuzie, batting down the pass from Patrick Mahomes, who was looking for Hollywood Brown on the quick slant. So Awuzie showing great effort and technique, knocks the ball down. It'll be 2nd and 10, 5:01 left to play in this game.
Kansas City, they're first. 30 seconds.
4th quarter of today's broadcast brought to you by Toyota. Chiefs 37, Ravens 13, 5:01 left to play. Jerry Sandusky, Ravens great. Torrey Smith with you from Kansas City. Game started with a lot of promise. The Ravens opened with a 70-yard scoring touchdown. And the timeout taken is because Patrick Mahomes is going to come out of the game, and Gardner Minshew will handle the snaps from here on out. So this game didn't go the way anybody had hoped or planned when it finishes with Gardner Minshew and Cooper Rush as the quarterbacks. And I mean no disrespect to either man, but this was a game that everybody wanted to see. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, a pair of multi-MVP winners. First time two multi-MVP winners had ever faced each other, with both teams saddled with losing records. Now it's only the Ravens who will be in the realm of the losing record. Minshew will hand off on first down, sweeping near side. Rashard Smith, and he'll get all the way down to the 30-yard line of the Ravens. The penalty flag is down at the 45.
Holding. Offense number 64. 10-yard penalty. It's second down.
And the body language for both sides tells you how long this game's been over. The Chiefs know this is going to the win column for them. The Ravens know it's going to the loss column for them. What the Ravens don't know is what this roster looks like moving forward because of the nature of the injuries. Hamstrings are tricky. Ankles are tricky. If you don't have Lamar Jackson, it's why you signed Cooper Rush, a veteran who has multiple games of starting experience with the Dallas Cowboys. 14 games as a starter in his career. Here's the give to Rashard Smith, running to the right, won't get far. Stacked up after a gain of maybe a yard. That'll set up a third down and 19 for Kansas City. But let's be realistic. Nobody expects Cooper Rush to be able to do what Lamar Jackson can do. These are two completely different style of players. Defensively, you now look to the future wondering, will you have Roquan Smith, Marlon Humphrey? You don't have your starting defensive line. How serious was the injury to Nate Wiggins? All questions the Ravens are going to have to answer in the week ahead or the weeks ahead. And until then, the storyline becomes the likes of Keon Martin, C.J. Okoye, Aeneas Peebles, names nobody was talking about 4 weeks ago at the start of this season.
I mean, it's surreal to look at a team that over half of its starters are out of the game, right? And it's not because they were subbed out. So it just goes to show this team has been decimated by injuries, but then you have to continue to push forward. It's not – I know it sounds like the hopeful fan, but the reality of it is being in a situation on teams where, you know, this score hurts. You're not going to sit there and say that when you're on that sideline, you're like, you want this game to end now so you can get focused on the next one. You lick your wounds and come back ready the next week, but coming back ready the next week is tough when you don't know, because of these injuries, how long that will be. And you're going to run out of flexibility roster-wise because of the injuries that have already happened. So it's a really tough place to be in as a team.
On third down, Gardner Minshew hands off to Rashard Smith, who's tackled for no gain. And for the first time today, Kansas City will trot its punt team on the field with 4:03 left to play in the game, and the Chiefs leading 37-13. And Tori, to your point, it is a week-to-week league, but now the Ravens are weakened at so many critical points. They came to Kansas City, a matchup of two 1-2 teams. They go back to Baltimore next week for a matchup of two 1-3 teams.
Yeah, this is something that you wouldn't have predicted in any situation with Houston or with the Ravens. All right, but that just goes to show the power of the NFL.
Adoreza will punt the ball. It will sail out of bounds. We'll see where they're going to spot this one. All the way back at the Ravens' 13-yard line. So Cooper Rush shot at a few more snaps with 3.5 minutes left to play here in Kansas City. The Ravens will suffer their third loss of the season, their second in a row. Kansas City has been a difficult place, to say the least, for the Ravens in recent years. They last won here in 2012. But today it's a house of horrors because the Ravens will leave with such a lengthy injury list. But it's why they brought Cooper Rush in the event they needed a veteran quarterback to guide this offense for a couple of weeks. And that could be the case now with Lamar Jackson missing most of the second half with a hamstring injury. Cooper Rush 9-5 as a starter, has backed up Dak Prescott for several years in Dallas. Hands it off to Justice Hill, who gets no yardage on first down. It's the first time in 7 years Derrick Henry will go 3 consecutive games rushing for less than 50 yards.
Man. I mean, that's an unbelievable stat when you know what he's done historically, but also what this team has done. The Baltimore Ravens have been the best running offense, the best offense in the league for a few years now. So it's extremely tough, especially considering on a day like today, where they were able to run the ball very well early on. Simply the turnovers ruined the flow of the game for this team.
Cooper Rush off the play fake. Nice throw to Tylan Wallace. And he'll pick up the first down at the 30-yard line with 2:40 left to play on the clock. And the Ravens will go hurry up. And barring a good running play here on this drive, or after the 2-minute warning, the Ravens are going to go 3 consecutive weeks in a row without rushing for 100 yards as a team. First time in the Lamar Jackson era. Not going to try to put a smile on this situation. It is a very, very challenging situation. And not just for today. The outcome today is set. It's the future, the short-term future, that is most concerning now for the Ravens. Here's Justice Hill. He breaks the run. He's across the Chiefs 50. Casey 40. Hill to the 30. Leg race 20. Hill to the 10. 5. Touchdown. Justice Hill. So Justice Hill goes 71 yards. And while it is nowhere close to getting the Ravens back in this game, it does get them well over 100 yards rushing. So if you needed something to take out of this game, they won't go 3 straight games failing to rush for 100 yards.
And that is an important stat, Jerry, because people fall in love with Lamar Jackson and what he's been able to do as a passer in this offense. But the Baltimore Ravens are built to succeed by running the football. And it just hasn't happened consistently. And there are some reasons for that. I think the number one reason that none of us are talking about enough is the fact that Project Pat, the big fullback, is missing. And his presence has hurt this team over the first few weeks of the season.
So the longest career rush in Justice Hill's history, a 71-yarder, followed by a good extra point, brings the Ravens to the 2-minute warning with 1:56 left to play in the half. The second half, that is, trailing the Kansas City Chiefs 37-20 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Sports Centers all day and night on ESPN 630 are brought to you by NATCA, the National Air Traffic Controllers Association. They guide you home safely. For more info, visit them at natca.org. That's natca.org.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
Nathan has taught me to embrace the moment. Age-wise, I'm in my late 60s. I'm old enough to be his grandfather. Will he be embarrassed to acknowledge me as his dad? I think the most important thing we can do is let them know that they're safe, that they're valued and cared for and loved, and that they're important.
I knew I wanted to be adopted by him because of how he taught me to be the person who I am today. And it's coming from a dad that didn't expect to become a dad. And I feel very proud to be his son.
I was what he needed, and he was what I needed. Every day is full of new opportunities. That's what it's been about, realizing the simple things that it takes to make such a huge difference in these kids' lives.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care at adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
I want you to imagine for a moment you're in a hospital. You are the patient connected to an IV bag. There's a constant parade of serious doctors, countless tests, endless pokes, and a serious diagnosis. Scary surgeries are followed by painful recoveries. You're in the hospital for days, weeks, months. Now imagine experiencing all of these things and you're only a child. This is why Starlight exists. To bring happiness to hospitalized children through programs that help kids cope, build resilience, and change their outlook. Because happiness matters. Visit starlight.org to learn more.
When you're high, you feel different. But if you feel different, you drive different. So don't drive high. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
37-20, Chiefs in front of the Ravens. 1:56 left to play in the ball game. After Justice Hill's longest run of his career, a 71-yard touchdown. Only the faithful, the family members left here at Arrowhead as the Chiefs have long since secured this win. And the Ravens have secured a week of head-scratching and wondering with all the injuries, as well as a 1-3 record. Kick return for the Chiefs out to the 22-yard line.
20-yard return by Brashard Smith. Tackled by Jake Hummel. The Chiefs will have 1st and 10 at their 22.
Yeah, this is where you lean on your leadership. When you're in tough situations emotionally as a team, the frustrations set in. You understand you're not playing up to your standard. You're frustrated by the process with injuries. And this is where having a coach like Coach Harbaugh, who's a veteran, having these veteran guys, your leadership is tested. And it's important for these guys to continue to stay strong because it's so early in the season. This isn't a middle of the season issue or late in the season. It's so early. You cannot let the wheels fall off simply because things are a little challenging right now, because regardless of what this score says, it's just one loss, right? It's about getting to the next one and trying to figure out a way to chase the next win.
Brashard Smith with a 5-yard run on 1st down, 1:25 left to play in this game. The problem, again, Tori, I totally agree with you. One loss. The problem is the number of players the Ravens lost today, and impact players. Lamar Jackson, Roquan Smith, Nate Wiggins, Ronnie Stanley. I mean, it's the Pro Bowl list. I mean, you lost your Pro Bowl roster. And it's victory formation now for Gardner Minshew as he takes the snap. That'll take us under 1 minute of play. He'll have to snap the ball one more time before Andy Reid and John Harbaugh meet at midfield. And then the Ravens turn their attention to a rocky week ahead as they search for answers. The MVP of the upcoming week might very well be Adrian Dixon, who is the Ravens' head trainer, because he has got him and his staff have an unbelievable week in front of them, trying to sort out the injuries and start the recuperation. As Gardner Minshew takes a snap, the final snap, and this one goes into the record books as the 3rd loss of the season for the Ravens, who fall to 1-3 as the Kansas City Chiefs win it this afternoon, 37-20 over the Ravens. We're back to wrap it up and figure out what the short-term future might look like for this Ravens team, decimated today by injuries in Kansas City, and an outcome that leaves them at 1-3. Once again, our final score: Chiefs 37, Ravens 20 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
The John Deere Gator XUV lets you cut, pack, drive, scout, weld, stack, feed,